It's the knockout first semi-final at Football Park. In goes Negri, gets the tap away. Clem rides the bump well. The handball goes to Grosser. West into attack. On the outer side finds Philip Morris. Morris, who came in after a player was injured last week, gets his chance on the half-forward flank and goes now for the lead out in the pocket of Mellor. There's 3 on 1 there as Lindsay comes over the top. In goes the big fellow and Bart's the handball out. Mellor can't get clear. Lindsay in. Free kick. Free kick going the way of Mellor. A magnificent week last week when he booted 6. There it is again. Clem looks anxiously at the umpire. Umpire Leslie Harrison. But Mellor has a chance from about 25 metres out. What a start it would be for West Adelaide. Kicking with the breeze towards the golf course end. The umpire hardly moves. West on their way.
Well, there's no doubt about Greg Mellor. He's one of those guys that loves to kick goals. He kicked a bundle last week, as Ian's just told us. But as the ball comes in, the pack flies high. Mellor being watched very closely. Off the ball, we don't see it in vision at the moment as the handball is away. There's Mellor getting away, but he's held onto by Des O'Dwyer a little bit longer than he should have. And therefore he had the shot for goal and brought up his first, and he's a danger man.
So with the breeze, West by 6 points. Important first goal. Negri wins the tap. Clem on towards Fuller, up towards half forward. Now Goss in good position. Blythe spilt the mark. Spear comes through. Looks to have started at centre half forward. Hurry kick to the pocket. Lindner comes out. Soccer off the ground, effective to the far side. Foot race on. McKinnon with body work. Wiedemann over the ball. Tries to break the tackle. Here's Grosser. Feeds the hand pass to the runner Banfield. Centering kick by Peter Banfield. Into space. Loose ball there for the taking. Fitzsimmons taken high with a tackle. And Shane Fitzsimmons the free kick.
There's another one of those danger men, David. He and Mellor, they kick a lot of goals between them, and you saw the tackle there too high. So West in again.
60 metres out, Fitzsimmons. Good game last week. To the square, Negri in front. The height with Negri. Attempted soccer by Modra. Lynch in hard. And it hits the behind post. Out of bounds on the full. So the free kick to West Adelaide. Patterson tucked away on a very tight angle. We can see here on replay. Off Mead's boot. And maybe a costly mistake. Breeze from his left to right. Improves the angle. Bends it back, but not nearly quite enough. And out of play on the full.
Well, West Adelaide looking dangerous already into attack. Won the ball out of the centre on those first 2 occasions, Ian Day, and that's so important these days.
They played extremely well. Their centre line absolutely burned. Lynch to Schwarz off the half back line, long back towards centre wing. Negri's up there with Meccan. Should be a huge contest, that one. Simmons gets it back. They go into attack off the half back line, up towards full forward. O'Dwyer getting back. He's going to get collared. Geyer is there. Guy's got time to have a look as he comes away. Has to go for the safety of the line as the ball goes out of play on the half-forward right flank, almost into the pocket. West Adelaide won the toss. Kicking south. You might say West is going south. And it's getting up a little, the breeze, too. Probably worth a couple. Bart's doing the work in the forward pocket. Fitzsimmons. Bart can't get it out. Morris searching for it, as is Mead. And the umpire will ball it up in the right full forward pocket.
Yes, well, it's fairly tight early. Our umpires for the game are Michael Abbott and Leslie Harrison. We're tucked away in the right forward pocket for West, doing all the attacking early.
Barch, some heavy body work. Accommodate Fitzsimmons. Open goal, but he was pushed off his kick. Well, the strength was from Darren Barch. Fitzsimmons did well to gain some space, but the snapshot, not quite there.
Well, you see the tap from Barch and Fitzsimmons in perfect position, perhaps delayed it just a little, and the pressure from Lindsay came late, but Fitzsimmons and Mellor, 2 real dangers that'll have to be watched.
The Bloods by 7 points. Far side of the ground. Loose ball. Here's Grosser. Slick hand pass. And was it too slick? Yes, says the umpire, a throw.
It certainly was too slick. You can't get away with it quite that quick. There's a touch of the old flick pass included in there somewhere. And, of course, that's not legal these days. There you see it. Definitely a throw. So the free kick to Torrance.
The hand quicker than the eye. And Robert Pyman, 50-metre penalty. He only polled 2 votes in the McGarry medal. Pyman from outside centre wing. Long kick to half forward. Primke in front. Chance for Haylock. He got boot to ball to inside 50, but defensive mark taken by Goss. Now he redirects to the grandstand side. Kennedy in space. He was a star last week, Michael Kennedy. One bounce. Protected by the shepherd from Hogg. Looks in towards half forward. Morris in front. Behind was Mead. Wiedemann with strength. Just keeps it in play, Wayne Wiedemann. Short he goes. And the mark taken there by Simon Neve. He plays on quickly. Wiedemann with strength. Stabs it into the pocket. Too much carry. And out of play on the full.
Yeah, not real intelligent stuff as far as the Eagles are concerned. Along the boundary line, and in fact over on the full, they've got to centre the ball.
Wiedemann has made it obvious. He's going to blast his way through the team. Micken out to Bly. That's centre half back. The Bloods go forward. Long kick. Out wide is Mellor. Needs a sit. Got it. Oh, got it and then lost it. Inboard now is West Adelaide player there who lost it in Banfield. He lost his footing. Back in defence, it's Pyman. Sorts out Clem just to check side of centre wing. Flips out the handball. Coming away now is Fuller. The Eagles into attack through Lynch. Goes to the half-forward line. Primke out there. Now they've got Morford on the lead short. Waiting is also Spear. Morford into the pocket. Undecided where to go. He puts it up for grabs. Getting back on it is Goss. 1, 2 grabs. Fine mark in defence, and he'll send the Bloods out.
Just another one of the West Adelaide players in fine form. Have a look at it. Right position. Eyes on the ball all the way. Plenty of desperation about that effort.
And Spear has definitely started in attack for the Eagles. Blythe on the outer side. Pinned back in the tackle by Pyman. And the free kick to Robert Pyman, who started brightly. We can see here, lost his footing. And lost the football too. His third kick, Pyman. On the outer side centre wing. Lead provided by Spear. Ends up with the football. Inside 50. Jason Spear. Snapshot towards goal. Micken doubles back. Easy defensive mark. He picks out Carlson. It must be a bit greasy underfoot. Player slipping over. Here's Bruce Linden in defence. 60-metre kick to the outer side. Patterson. Good grab. Looks to play on quickly. Impeded by Schwarz. Wesley by 7 points. Patterson. Good use of the breeze, depth in the kick, Modra in front, and an excellent grab.
Well, what a great effort by West Adelaide. The use of the long ball to position, and have a look at Modra up in front. He was at the end of it.
And he kicks to the goal square, Fitzsimmons, but the fist late from O'Dwyer. Rush behind. West 1-2, Eagles yet to score, 7 minutes first term.
And West Adelaide picking up where they left off last week, using the ball long and with purpose to position, and the guys taking big grabs.
Dead right, John. I'd like to pursue the comment by David too. I've seen 4 West Adelaide players slip over when in control of the ball and not really under pressure. One wonders what sort of stops they've got in their boots. Micken puts it in. Up goes Barch. Searching for it is Geyer. And Wiedemann lost the handle, and the ball goes out of play in the full forward right pocket. West Adelaide is 1-2. The Eagles yet to open their account. 8 minutes into the knockout first semi-final. Throw in. Full forward right pocket. Patterson came over the top to Morris on the left leg. Shoots, and he's wobbled one across, I think. Well, he had the opportunity. Perhaps he could have taken another stride. Not to be. And West Adelaide has got its 3rd point.
Yes, and they're looking very dangerous too, doing all the attacking and using the ball correctly with length and purpose, and the dangerous men around the forward just offline at the moment.
Bloods hold a 9-point lead. Lynch to the far side. Here's Bruce Lindsay. Back from injury. Pumps it long to half forward. Spear a good fist from behind, but first to it. Good defence by Hogg. Knocked forward by Kennedy. Through storms Fitzsimmons. The smother was affected there by James. Fitzsimmons once again. Goss under pressure. Out wide, he knocks the hand pass to Blythe. Further afield, intelligent stuff. Here's Grosser in space. He's got to play it loose. The speed of Leon Grosser, the skipper, on the far side of the ground. He streams through half forward, centering kick, and he picks out Peter Banfield, who plays on quickly. In turn to Carlson, former Bears teammates. He unloads from outside 50. Long kick to the pocket. Patterson from behind. He can't take the mark, and it spills out of play.
And that could be a telling factor as the game unfolds, Ian.
Dead right. Banfield slipped again. That's the 6th time for West Adelaide. At the bounce, thumped clear by Barch. Grosser off the boot. First time, can't get it. On the ball, and the umpire will have to come and ball it up. Crowd of about 13,000 people, similar to yesterday's crowd in the non-knockout preliminary final, which saw North go into the direct route, or take the direct route to the final. South have got to do it the hard way. Comes out to Mead via Negri. Now Geyer. Thought about Fuller, gets it to Fuller, puts him under pressure. It's Swars. Swars further to Lindsay. He's lost it as well, but gets it back again. Slips it out now to Fuller, and the Eagles come away. It's a long kick. Charging his arm, Lindner. He'll defend straight down the middle, puts it on its way. Mellor's going to get to sit. Mellor over the top. Here's a chance, Patterson. Banfield waits. Doesn't want Banfield. Kennedy was the target. Couldn't find it. And Wiedemann just barges his way clear. Uses Lynch. O'Dwyer, they're under pressure again. In goes Banfield. Mead. McKinnon there as well, but the umpire will come and pull it up on the half-forward left flank for West Adelaide.
Oh, and there's a lot of things happening out there too. Wiedemann is really fired up out there. He and Kennedy just clashed, and Kennedy didn't come off real well. There's a little bit of feeling out there.
Well, Wiedemann's intention's quite clear. Negri fisted clear to Pyman. Hurried kick under pressure, out of play on the full. So the free kick out there to Darren Carlson, one of the stars last week. And one of the stars all year for West Adelaide. Asked to play on. Keeps it low to half forward. Wiedemann. Good strong defensive mark. His third kick coming up, Wayne Wiedemann. Straight down the middle. The target is Spear. In front of Goss. Spills wide to Micken. Good work to Blythe. Missed the player with a hand pass. Here's Spear once again. Also Tottenham tackled vigorously and tackled high, said the umpire. So Stuart Tottenham, defensive side of centre wing. We can see here the tackle. A bit high by Glenn Goss. Play goes on though, midfield, and the umpire calls for the bounce.
Well, it's fast and furious out there at the moment. As we said, the ground is in good condition. A few players slipping, haven't got the right stops on today, but it's just tightened up in the last few moments. Both sides playing for an opening.
Also playing for a right to play in the grand final, Blythe. Puts it up towards the half-forward line. Patterson! Well, the umpire didn't play it. Morris through, left it behind. Pursues it again. Oh, the tackle's a little high. But the free kick was there before, and it's going the way of Bruce Lindsay. Or is it going to be Geyer? Well, I'm wrong in all three occasions. It's going to be Peter Swars. Swars puts it out wide towards centre wing, and Negri, the big fellow, lumbers over there. Won't make it. Taken away by Pyman. Eagles to the half-forward line. Primke on a good lead. Well, out from goal. Now he looks for Morford in short. He's also got Clem going in the other direction. He doesn't know where to go. Primke's waited too long. Wiedemann's down there in the action now. McKinnon over the top. Thumps the ball clear. And a chance for Micken to go. But at the pace of Haylock will get there first. He's lost the football. And the umpire's given a free kick. It's going to Haylock. Outside 50. The tackle was clumsy. Puts it on its way. Oh, the pass is a shocker. Morford with the run of the ball, can't find the handle once more. Lindner through. It's heavy bodywork out there. They can't get it out. And the umpire will come and ball it up 30 metres out in front of the Eagle goal.
So you get the feeling there's a lot of nerves out there in the knockout final today. A lot of players that normally would snap that ball up, having just that little bit of trouble. But that's the early nerves in these big games.
Eagles very physical. Kennedy spears a hand pass out, but straight to Neve. Snapshot, open goal square. Was it touched? A goal to Simon Neve. No, it was touched on the line by Bruce Lindner. Well, touch and go.
Well, it certainly was touch and go. You can't get it much closer. Have a look at the desperation from Bruce Lindner. The umpire right in position said he just got the end of a finger to it.
Here's Goss in defence. The Bloods into attack. The half-forward Patterson in front. Morris lost his footing momentarily. Hand pass very effective. Here's Banfield. He's got Mellor in space. And Greg Mellor, well, take your pick. Modra Mellor, 14 goals between them, Robbo, last week. And they were very dangerous.
Fantastic. But there you see Greg Mellor all on his own. Nobody within 20 metres of him. And he's a pass master, as a half-forward should be, at just sneaking into those gaps on his own, making himself available. And he has a habit of finishing it off with goals.
Second kick coming up, Mellor. 35 metres out, and he threads it through. 2 goals to Mellor. The 19-year-old puts West Adelaide clear. 2-3, plays one behind.
There's no doubt about the young man. He has this habit of getting on his own as the ball comes to Banfield centre field. Looks up, and there he is. I'm sure they look for him every time. And that familiar left foot action now. He's kicked many goals in recent weeks. That's his second today. And he could have another field day, Ian.
Well, he started pretty well with 2 goals. I'm just wondering whether Mead, in actual fact, was on him initially. That's how they lined up in the paper. But the experience of Bruce Lindsay's on Mellor now. Thumped clear up towards the half-forward line. Winton Fuller sends the Eagles into attack. Linder chances his arm, gets it back towards the half-back line. McKinnon through, did it well. Carlson, Banfield. West Adelaide start to run again. Long kick up towards the lead of Modra. With him there is Lynch. Coming in is Bart, but also Patterson. Lynch gets there first, uses Swars. Under pressure. Finally they get it out. And it's taken away by Mead.
Mead. Long kick to half forward. The target is Spear. Fist to clear, but beautifully read off hands by Carlson. This fella's a star. Hand pass sets up Bruce Linder. One bounce. He's streaming through the centre. Spears the pass in towards Modra. Look at that for a pass. Fifth kick for Bruce Linder. And that was one of the best foot passes you'll ever see.
And have a look at the grab of Modra too. He's got the pace and the confidence to get out in front of those hands. Are so sure. He's a one-grab mark, is Tony Modra. And gee, when you have a look at that forward line, you see Fitzsimmons getting plenty of touches, so too Mello. And now Modra grabbing the early marks. They're looking really dangerous.
8 goals last week, and Modra puts his first one on the board this afternoon. So West stream clear, 3-3. The Eagles one behind after 16 minutes in the first term.
Well, it's been a great second half to the season of West Adelaide, and certainly the last 2 or 3 games as Bruce Linder from defence storms through the centre. Very purposeful kick. Modra out in front. Good grab. And then the long kick from just inside the 50-metre mark to put his first goal on the board. There's no doubt about it. They're going on from strength to strength.
Negri from the right, Micken from the left at the bounce. Negri gets the tap away. Clem can't find it. McKinnon. Clem butters up again, did well. Comes out through the pack, looks for someone to pass off. He's going to get up towards Wiedemann. Used his body. Thump clear. Well done by West Adelaide. Clearing away now from the back pocket. They get it up towards centre wing, and Mello lost it. It was Linder who got it out. Now it's Geyer. Geyer tried to run the gauntlet, couldn't do so. Quickly ends Banfield. Centre wing. They go into the attack through Fitzsimmons. Modra can't get there. Now it's Lynch. Looks for a running plant, doesn't want Fuller. Kicks long to the lead of Primke, and that's well put.
Paul Primke at right half forward. Lead provided by Wiedemann in the pocket. Has to contend with Linder. Forced to ground by Bruce Linder. Here's Neve. Back towards a teammate in Pyman. And a pack develops. Few tempers frayed. Wiedemann. Well, he's trying to assert his authority out there. Just compares notes with Dean Sherman. With a bounce inside 50 for the Eagles. Palm back by Primke, but straight towards Schumann. Clearing kick. Crashing in hard was Fuller. Emerging Matthew James. In towards half forward McKinnon. Legal, said the umpire. Clearing kick by Schumann to the grandstand centre wing. Eagles supporters not happy. First to the ball there was Haylock, but he lost the football. Force clear there by Banfield. Back towards Grosser. Here's Kennedy with strength. Lasso tackle. Advantage paid now. He plays on quickly. Lead provided by Barch. Well put. Great football, West Adelaide. And Darren Barch will shoot from inside 50.
Oh, they're on fire, aren't they, West Adelaide? That ball, they keep centering it all the time, and the big fella up there in Barch, he's a top young ruckman, and he didn't let them down.
Some very heated physical exchanges, but Barch from right on 50 will have the carry, not quite to the goal square, and Negri the defensive mark.
Lynch out wider still. The lead comes from Pyman. With him is Carlson. Well scooped up by Pyman. Back now to the Eagle player there, and O'Dwyer is well out from his goal. Spear is the leaper. Waiting down for it is Goss. They put the saddle on. Goss played that one extremely well. Over the top comes Fuller. That could be holding the ball. But umpire Leslie Harrison said no and will bounce.
Well, it's fast and furious out there. Only 19 minutes gone in this first quarter. Already West Adelaide lead by 20 points. And, well, they're really settling down to fight it out hard now.
Clem gets it from Negri. High towards the half-forward line. Primke's there. Can't quite bring it down. In go the hard bodies. Goss was through. Arms and legs everywhere. Haylock in there. Now it comes out towards Kennedy. Socket off the ground by Haylock. But a charge for Linder. He screws a magnificent ground covering 80-metre punt up towards the half-forward line. Waiting for it is Miller. Morris through. Looks back for Miller. Miller under pressure. In goes Banfield. Gets it out wide. Grosser 30 metres out. Shoots. Goal. Brilliantly done. Once again, West Adelaide. Grosser's first. West fourth. and they lead now by 26-7 points.
Well, there's no doubt about the little captain. With his third kick, he brings up his first goal. Look how they just keep that ball alive. They're in there hard at it all the way. Grosser gets it, made himself available, lined up, held onto it long enough, popped it through for his first, and West Adelaide, they are on fire. And back behind play, I noticed a while ago, Brian Winton appeared to injure the leg back in the centre there when Bruce Linder started this move. So it'll be interesting to see how he is.
Well, Simon Burns warming up, Robbo, so that could be a move on. Centre field now. Morfitt's on the ball now. Grosser, the skipper for West Adelaide. Ineffective kick. Lindsay, hand pass straight into the pack. Here's Banfield. Duck the head. In once again. Great desperation. Morris trying to force the ball out wide. He had runners out there. Here's Mead. He's got to play it loose. It's Scott Morfitt, out of side centre wing. He steadies and stabs the ball into half forward. Well gathered on the half volley by James. Slick hand pass. Jason Spear, 40 metres out. Unloads towards goal, but offline. So the Eagles shell shock. 2 behinds, West 4-3.
Yes, they certainly are. They should not have missed that one, but as we mentioned, Brian Winton has just left the ground. Simon Byrne has come on for West Adelaide, going straight to centre half back on Paul Primke.
I think the bad news for West Adelaide is that Winton has pulled a hamstring. It didn't look good as he limped off. Big kick up towards centre, going through strongly and doing it well now was Hogg. Up towards the half-forward line, Philip Morris gets it out wide. The running player is Fitzsimmons. West Adelaide into attack again. Modra getting across, won't get this one. Through comes Barch. Lynch, O'Dwyer, player stack up in the pocket. Guy wants it out, but the ball beats them all out of play in the left full forward pocket. Trying to pick up the moves. I think Simon Byrne has gone straight to centre half back. Whether or not Patterson could even go back there, I think the runner is going to pull him back there, and Byrne will go to centre half forward. John Robinson will get that for you earlier. Totham around the corner, out towards the half-back line. Fuller, the tackle's too high. Must take the free kick half-back flank.
Yes, you're absolutely right. Patterson appears to be heading towards centre half-back. And there we see Kevin Morris, and then the bench there, and also the player in Winton who's just come off.
And Morris was on his feet out of the bunker, so he's definitely fired up. West have started brilliantly on the outer side wing, and it's forced out of play. 4-3, 27 West. The Eagles 2 behinds. In perfect conditions for Australian football. Slight cloud cover, and the breeze has died here at Football Park. In the ruck we have Micken opposed there to Primke. Micken wins the tap down. Straight towards Fuller though. Hurry kick to half forward. Races on. Schumann first to it. Dean Schumann kicks around the body. Micken in front. Ball there to be won. Here's Totham. Left foot pass effective to half forward. Now Morfitt's got a runner out wide, and Haylock, who runs to inside 50. Good strength by Gary Haylock. The tackle was equally well done there by Goss, and it's just covered in defence. Well, West Adelaide are doing it in attack, in defence, on the ball, Robbo.
Well, absolutely. As we see Gary Haylock coming through, there's 3 or 4 defenders there to pull him up, but the engine room across the centre is where it's all starting. Up forward, they've got dangers lurking, and they're very strong in defence.
The Eagles need a goal. Banfield swings out a handball. Spear under pressure. Gee, it's hard work out there at the moment. Neve through. Can't get it away. Totham in there as well. Can't also. Hogg gets it out towards the run of Grosser. West Adelaide on their way again. Up towards the half-forward line, but it's the big fellow Negri there. Thought about the handball. Comes out grandstand side. 2-on-1 out here. Good mark taken out here. And it's taken by the new player on in James. James at centre wing goes for Mead. Mead out wider still. Morfitt up over the top, but it's a fine mark in defence by Bruce Linder. And what a game this man is playing.
Oh, he certainly is. He's charging out of the centre. This is his 7th kick he's coming up for, and he's been using that ball brilliantly. He's now got the advantage of 50 metres, but what I like about him is that he's charging out of defence and using the ball long. And we just see Brian Winton coming back onto the ground, so he must be okay.
And Micken off too, so we just hope there's no injury for Mark Micken. Spiral punt kick from Bruce Linder. The press is on fire to full forward. Here's Miller trying to spin out of trouble. He ducked the head, but a bounce will occur.
Very noticeable, the West Adelaide side is using the ball with lengths. They're using it with direction, and more often than not, they're going straight down the centre as we come up to time on.
We'll pick up if Barch is on the ball now. In the pocket is Morris. It comes back to Blythe. Snapshot. Up and under kick. Out of play on the fall. And that would be a telling blow if Micken's off injured.
Well, it certainly would be. There's no doubt about that. But he has been under a bit of a cloud in recent weeks, and obviously they're looking after him as we see Wiedemann once again and Blythe having a few words.
Lynch looks for Negri and finds him at half-back. Just following those comments, Micken was the architect last week as Negri kicks to centre wing. Primke comes out, needs a sit, gets it, and support from Tottenham too. Breaks the tackle, awkward kick to half-forward. Patterson, and a fingertip mark there by Paul Patterson, who's been switched into defence. Off towards Goss in turn, Hogg. The defence is running from grandstand centre wing. Long kick by Alan Hogg to half-forward. Negri from the side, and Wiedemann escorts the ball out of play.
It's interesting, boys, that Winton has gone into the forward line. He hasn't gone back into defence. They've left Patterson there, flanked, of course, by Goss, and Winton on the half-forward left flank, maybe playing out of a pocket. At the throw-in, it comes back now towards Mead. Has the run of the football, good tackle, Mellor. Geyer off the half-back line, kicks back towards centre wing. Out of play, that could even be on the full. Came off the top of the knee, and the umpire said he'll throw it back in. At the throw-in, it's Barch in opposition to Negri. The bodies go in. Negri used his body well, got it back to Neve. Neve wants to run the gauntlet, but in the end, the kick is ordinary. Pyman's going to have to work hard. Oh, that's gone, I would think. No, the umpire said play on. Well backed up by Neve. Neve kick is a shocker. Could be fortuitous in the end, although Spear has got no one running for him. He's got to do it the hard way. Comes round on the left leg, short to Neve. Oh, he's got Morfitt in the square on his lonesome. It's 2-on-1. He's got Clem and/or Morfitt. Goes for Primke and's got him. Well, there were Eagle players everywhere.
Well, there was. You know, he just couldn't get back. He was trying to back as fast as he could. Finally, he saw Primke, but the options were many, as you said, Ian. Finally, Primke popped into the spot, but perhaps that's indicative that they're just not moving quite well enough as we see Baum looking on.
Fourth mark for Primke. Well, he was the furthest out. In fact, it's his fourth kick as he goes in. Oh, I think that's got to be paid. Morfitt on the lead. The umpire said yes. Well, from here it was good enough. The thundering herd came down on him as soon as he got it. Schumann over the top. On him like a second skin. And Morfitt quite rightly has been paid the mark. The big chance for the Eagles to get there first. They're 2 minutes into time on. They desperately need a goal in the knockout semi-final. Scott Morfitt, close to his century. From about 45 out, the angle is evident. The kick will not come back and the Eagles can't take a trick. A point to Morfitt takes the Eagles on to 3. They're trailing West Adelaide, who are 4-3.
No, they can't take a trick, Ian, you're right, but I think it's West Adelaide that are causing the problems mostly. I mean, they're just doing everything right at the moment, frustrating every attempt by the Eagles, and they're looking very good, West Adelaide.
The Bloods by 24 points. Loose ball in attack for the Eagles. Here's Winton, who went off moments ago. O'Dwyer, who must now be in attack. Slick hand pass finds Morfitt. And will the bounce favour the Eagles? Well, it's bouncing in the square, taken by Lindner. Pretty cool under pressure. And he finds Kennedy in space. Michael Kennedy spears the pass in towards Morris on the far side. Harassed there by Mead. But a brilliant quarter of football by West Adelaide. The Blood starting brightly in the first semi-final. And at quarter time, West 4-3-27. Lead the Eagles 3 behinds. The second term underway in the first semi-final, and it's West by 24 points, 4-3 plays, 3 behinds. Umpire Harrison the bounce. Micken won the tap. He went off in the first term, taken by Clem though. The Eagles need to lift. With desperation, Clem in once again, and the bounce will be affected.
Darren Clem has got his hand to a few touches coming out of the centre in the first quarter, and in fact the stats overall are fairly even, but the use of the ball by West Adelaide is far superior, and that's put them well ahead at this stage.
Gary Haylock. Awkward kick to half forward. Primke comes out, not favoured by the bounce. Goss was tackled high. He's lost the ball. Chance here for the Eagles. Tottenham quickly on towards Spear. 40 metres out, and he kicks like a true defender. Very wide.
Yes, we're used to seeing Jason Spear back at centre half back, of course, but I think one of the problems for the Eagles You cannot afford to miss those sorts of goals. I think, Ian, you probably agree with that. When those opportunities present themselves, you have to get them.
Certainly, they had 2 or 3 in the first quarter, which they missed. They could rue. I don't know whether Gloss played on or the umpire never picked the high tackle. Whatever, West lost the ball. Negri, oh, what a big mark. Slips it out to Haylock. He's under pressure. Oh, Banfield almost took care of him. Fuller pops it up towards full forward. Lindner over the top. Knee books around the corner. Could bounce through or goes the wrong way. Once again, the Eagles simply cannot get the ball to fall for them. And this time it went through the 10-metre area and across the line for 1 point, and they are obviously Eagle supporters in your screen.
Yes, that one bouncing dangerously toward the goal, but it took the wrong break at the wrong moment, so the Eagles certainly in there trying hard, but it's just not quite happening for them at the moment.
Bloods by 22 points. Goss short, and he picks out Winton. So the 2 players that went off, both Winton and Micken, back on. Good news for Blood supporters. 42 senior games, former Essendon St Kilda player to the far side. Wiedemann high. Just kept in play. Here's McKinnon. Pretty sprightly first turn from Robbie McKinnon. And a good foot pass finds Shane Fitzsimmons. Right half forward, his 5th kick coming up. Awkward one. The target was moderate. Lynch went without the football. O'Dwyer, the hand pass out of defence. Intended for Guy, but through storms Fitzsimmons. He pulls it around his body. Patterson, and he marks 40 metres out. Well, he had the sit on his opponent in Schwarz, and he just outbodied the Eagles captain. So Paul Patterson, he's played in defence, in attack, with the Bloods and the Crows this year. 3rd kick coming up. 40 metres out, the chance to extend the Bloods lead. High kick, but he's offline to the left, so 1 behind. West moved to 4-4. The Eagles 5 behind.
He's a very talented player, Paul Patterson. Had his best year by far in 91. Good strength for the mark, but just offline.
Negri gives the lead. Can't bring the football down. Lindsay through. Slipped out the handball. Kennedy through. Luckily, Pyman in the road for the Eagles. Kicks towards the half-forward line. Fine mark, Goss. Gee, this man's playing well today at centre-half back. He's been in superb form in the last few weeks. Eyes on the ball all the way. Goss from centre-half back. Eases the Bloods towards the half-forward line. Patterson's in there. The ball ricochets back now to Wiedemann. Looks for a runner. Oh, put it behind his teammate and Fuller out there. He's got to throw it away. Patterson with a chance. Banfield, Mellor is clear. If he can get it over to Grosser also. Grosser on the leg, straights up. Check side to goal. Oh, unbelievable kick. Goal 2, kick 5. Check side all the way for the Bloods' 5th goal.
Well, great skills by the Little West Adelaide captain and champion. Have a look at it. Banfield trying to get free. Finally sees Grosser. It's on the ground in front of him. Snaps it up. But he's made his mind up. The little check side effort from about 35 metres out. And he's pretty pleased about that effort too. Look at it again. Hey, he knows what he's done. That's good stuff. Well done.
And I'm sure one well practiced at the Richmond Oval. West by 29 points. 5-4 to 5 behind. Sunshine Bathing Football Park. Bounce at centre field. Stalemate in the ruck. Here's Kennedy. Take it high in the tackle. Play on the call. Grosser in once again. And the bounce to occur.
Just looking back at that effort of Leon Gross's, David, I mean, they're a side chock full of confidence at the moment, and every reason to be. They've won 10 of their last 12, and the way he did that, he knew it was going to happen, and that's good stuff.
They're running on confidence, the Bloods. Pyman, and another pack develops in that dusty middle patch here at Football Park, so 9 scoring shots to 5. But the Bloods, much more accurate, lead by 29 points. Totham flicks it back, fisted forward there by McKinnon to half forward. Morris went to ground. Chance here for Pyman in defence. Kicks around the body off the left boot. On the bounce, it's forced out of play.
Little or no method there for the Eagles. West Adelaide is doing it so easily at the moment. The Eagles need runners, but the only one who's giving them any spark is Neve, and Clem's getting the ball out of the centre, but they can't do much else after that. Clem again gets the tap away, this time to James. James a little slow. Grover's one towards the half-forward line, but there it goes out of play. 5-4 to 5 points. Almost 6 minutes into the second quarter of the mothball first semi-final. Crowd of 13 or 14,000 people, perhaps a shade disappointing from the league's point of view. Footed towards the half-forward line. Mellor coming across. Mead getting back. Mellor puts it out wide. Straight to Gaia. Mead. Lindsay off the half-back line. Swings out of line one. Clem. Well tackled. Wiedemann at centre wing. Hooks it around the corner. The bounce will determine. Going through is the Prez. Oh, is he chock full of confidence? The Prez comes out with a free kick. Transfers play now. Kick number 10. Transfers play to Fitzsimmons. Must be close to 50 metres. Umpire Leslie Harrison said no. Fitzsimmons off. West Adelaide running again. Comes out wide to the lead of Patterson. Swar's there with him now. Big Bart slumses across. Needs some help from there. But only gets it back as far as Neve. And they clear. But the kick is a shocker. West Adelaide with a chance. Fitzsimmons flips it out to Barch. Barch puts it on its way. Too far for Mellor. And it's Lindsay in defence for the Eagles.
Lindsay finds Darren Clem back towards Negri. Here's Clem from defence. Long kick to half forward now. Morford in good position. Lindner in front. James at ground level. Shovels the hand pass out towards Haylock. Unprotected goal square. The Bloods have the numbers though. Getting back is Blythe. Cruel bounce, but Goss read it beautifully. And he's streaming out of defence. Fifth kick coming up. He's got to play a loose grandstand centre wing. It's Banfield. He's been a star. Peter Banfield. Long kick to half forward. Behind the pack was Barch. Chance there for Wiedemann. Separates the pack. Clem. Centering hand pass. Accommodates Lindsay. Left boot to half forward. Lindner in front. And a good fist. He was off balance. Here's a chance there for Morford. He's been quiet. Kennedy with the ball. Morford burst his way through. Up towards half forward. Primke outnumbered 2-1. Doubling back is Goss. And the Bloods out of defence.
Lindner goes in short. Gross is going to have to work hard. Close to the line. He didn't make a big effort to keep it in. But the umpire could take no exception.
Well, a pretty hectic passage of play there. The ball bouncing backwards and forwards between the respective half-forward lines with a lot of pace and a lot of pressure on the footy. That's good to see.
It's good to see from the Eagles' point of view, John. They're starting to get a bit of a run, but it's coming off the half-back line. This time it's West Adelaide. Great tackle there. Simon Neve holding the ball. Kennedy tried to use his pace to burn off Neve, but Neve too strong. Half-forward line kick. Setting himself McKinnon, thumps the ball clear. Once again, it's the Prez back in defence. Swings it out wide to Hogg. Hogg has got two players waiting out wide. They can raffle it. It'll be Grosser. Check side of centre wing. Puts it back into Blythe. Oh, that's not a good handball. Grosser gets it over to Kennedy. Lost it. Negri flips it across. Quickly in short. Now it's Tottenham over to Lindsay. The running player, Haylock. Chance, Eagles. Oh, Haylock doubles back. Needs support. Back to Tottenham. He puts it up for grabs. It's not a good kick. And I think it's going to find Morford. Oh, gee, the Eagles are making hard work of their offence. Morford's got the free kick, I think, rather than the mark, John. How did you see it?
Well, it's a bit of both, I think, Derry, and he certainly got the chest to it and the arms wrapped around it, but the body came in very hard in the middle of his back as well, and he wouldn't be feeling particularly good after that little encounter, I wouldn't think. But as you commented a little while ago, Ian, I think it's important. The Eagles are coming to grips with the pressure of West Adelaide, starting to do better, but they're still struggling that little bit, but trying their darndest.
Morford from 35 metres out. The Eagles have been going for 37 minutes. Utterly goalless. I think that's all changed. The Eagles are on the board. Kick 5, goal 1. The Eagles 1-5 to West Adelaide's 5-4 in the elimination first semi-final.
So we mentioned that the Eagles just starting to come to grips with things, surviving the pressure a bit better of West Adelaide, but going around in circles a bit. But they are getting the football. Have a look at this. Scott Morford got the chest to it. Robbie McKinnon came in hard. Then he had the chance to line up, feeling a little worse for the wear, I'm sure, and kick the Eagles' first goal and his own first for the game, of course.
And goal number 98 for Scott Morford. 2 for the Magic Century. Eagles need to lift, and they've picked up their work rate. Fitzsimmons on the outer side centre wing, up towards half forward. In front is Patterson. Out the back, chance for Grosser. Great work by Leon Grosser. Mellor, 40 metres out. Set sail for goal. And it's offline.
Yes, there was a chance for West Adelaide to come in with a quick answering goal there as the third kick to Mellor spoiled his copybook a little bit. The previous two produced 2 goals. He was offline on that occasion.
Schwarz. Young Mellor's got an awkward kicking action, but normally he's very accurate. Schwarz relieves the pressure to the outer side. Out there, the mark has been taken by and paid to Simon Neve. One of the Eagles' better players. He's in, boards it now to Totham. It's his 8th kick, Neve. Totham still the check side of the centre line. Thought about a handball, which was never on to Fuller. He's only a metre away. He'll come in board now to Big Negri. Negri needs a runner. He's got it out wide. Looks like O'Dwyer's come up the field. He's at centre wing. The Eagles into attack again. On the leaders, Wiedemann has a chance if it sits close to the line. McKinnon there with him. Wiedemann keeps it in. Robbie McKinnon equal to the task. Getting back on it now and taken over as Carlson. Couldn't control the football, and the umpire will ball it back in the right full forward pocket with the Eagles in attack.
And the margin 24 points. Eagles have lifted their game in the second term. In the pocket, chance for Clem. Harassed there by Schumann, and it's forced out once again. 5-5 plays 1-5 at the 12-minute mark of the second term. Eagles need a goal to lift their spirits. Premke, attempted snapshot, was smothered. Chance here for speed. Spear ducking and weaving. Kicks around the body. Now, was that a mark to Morfitt? A push out the West Adelaide defender and Hogg. So Alan Hogg from full-back unloads a long kick to the far side. The runner is Fitzsimmons, but too much speed from Haylock. He puts the Eagles into attack. The fly from Morfitt, but Winton equal to the occasion and a strong defensive mark.
For a man who left the field injured, he's come back very strong. Find one grabber. Out wide, it's Kennedy. Michael Type, who's struggling to get into the game, hasn't been the force he was last week. Mellor's already got 2 goals, but he's just the attack side of centre wing at the moment. Comes back in field, looking for big Darren Barsh, but in front is Grosser. Can't find the football. Fuller back in defence. That centre half back kicks long. It's all Meccan. Primke won't make the grade. Meccan goes off now, kicks in long up towards Patterson. There is Modra off the fingers. Can't get it out. Lynch through. Joined by Geyer. Back now to Lindsay, who got to sit nicely. Runs it out through Neve. Or Neve left it behind for the moment. Lindsay now, the runner is Mead. Mead at centre wing. Gee, the Eagles are starting to run now. Through comes Haylock, puts it in short. No, that was James. Now Fuller. Fuller looks for a lead. He's got Morfitt in the pocket. He's going that way. The press again goes for the thump. And Morfitt needs a runner. Lost his footing. Back now to James. James puts it up for grabs. Wiedemann, McKinnon, Wiedemann!
Oh, and the crowd's risen to it too as well, Ian Day. Look at this. Got the big chest in front. Kept Goss at bay, or McKinnon, in fact, it was. Nothing he could do about it. But what a brilliant build-up by the Eagles. It wasn't pretty, but it was sheer persistence all the way from full-back. They ran it down the outer side, and big Wayne Wiedemann was there.
Strength against strength in the square. Wiedemann wins out and puts the second goal on the board. The Eagles are back in business, but trail 2-5 to 5-5 in the first semi-final.
Well, big Wade Wiedemann, that was his 5th kick. Have a look at Scotty Morfitt. Went to ground, got it out to James. He unloaded from a standing start, and the strength as Wiedemann backed into McKinnon, put the big chest up, took it, and kicked his first goal with his 5th kick. And the Eagles looking much better. They've added 2 goals too in this term, whilst West Adelaide have added 1 goal too.
And the margin back to 18 points. So the Eagles making a contest of this first semi-final. Negri opposed to Meccan. Been a grand duel all day. Here's Banfield. Slaps it out wide to Kennedy. Back towards Blythe. Lost his footing. It's about the 7th West Adelaide player that's lost his footing. Hogg in defence. Looks for a teammate in Blythe. He got a set at centre field. Pokes the pass into half-forward Mellor. Couldn't take the mark. Here's Carlson though with pace. Byrne, nice gather on the half volley. Left boot to the pocket. Modra, but too much carry, and the mark taken by Lynch, but the free kick has been paid. Well, the umpire had a hard look at that, and Lynch is understandably not too impressed.
And the replay there, yeah, Modra appeared to be pushed out of it. Lynch took the mark fair and square, no doubt about that, but Lynch not a happy boy.
Modra, 3rd kick coming up, he's booted 1. Tight on the angle, usually pretty direct. What a goal by Tony Modra. The steadying one for West Adelaide, his second. Much to the disgust of the Eagles fans. The Bloods moved to 6-5, Eagles 2-5.
There we see the ball coming in. Carlson got the handball away to Byrne, considered the options, then came out onto the left boot. A measured kick. Modra, well, was he pushed? There wasn't much in it, I don't think. Robbie Lynch, understandably a little bit upset, as you can no doubt tell. But Modra kicked his second, and that was an important one, a steadier, because the Eagles were on the run.
I tell you what, John, if you could lip read, you could tell he was upset. Micken gets the tap away. Grosser barges his way through. Fuller back in defence. Can't shake the tackle. Byrne left the football behind. Comes back towards Haylock. Clem in. Needs a runner. Haylock is there. Screws a long one in towards the half-forward line. Morfitt getting underneath the football. Back in defence, it is Schumann. Now it's Neve leading in the race. Puts it back for Wiedemann. Wiedemann inboard. Morfitt needs someone to help. Concedes back to Tottam. Tottam puts it up for Negri. Kennedy over the top and spoils the big fellow. Kennedy hasn't got the football. Gets it back to Banfield, who tumbles a punt kick in towards the half-forward line. Going through Fitzsimmons. Can't get the ball clear. Swars goes out. In comes Lindsay towards the line. Carlson makes a metre, but won't beat the line, and it's out of play.
Well,
it's tough footy.
There's no doubt about it. This semi-final has certainly come alive at the 7.5 minute, the second term. The Eagles have come to grips with the pressure, and we've got a real game on our hands.
You just sense, though, that West are steadying, and they've got the big guns to match the Eagles. Clem around the body, gains 20 metres, and it's out of play. Here's Darren Barch on for Micken. So obviously Kevin Morris is just using his champion ruckman off the bench and maybe just trying to save him for the grand final. He's got that in mind, understandably.
Hey, you've got to get there first, don't you? This is the game they have to win.
Here's Wiedemann trying to bustle his way through. Pyman. Hurry kick to half forward. Spear leading in the race. Hogg emerges though. Good hand pass sets up Bruce Linder. And the other torpedo punt, look at it. 70-metre kick to half forward. Spills off hands. Fitzsimmons, soccer off the ground to the pocket. And that must be about the fourth torp from the Prez.
It certainly is, David, and that's good stuff, because let's face it, you've got to get that ball out of the danger area as the West camp looks on. But he's launched 3 or 4 now, those big torpedo punts. They've covered 70 metres plus on most occasions, and it puts you straight into attack.
And the Bloods into attack. In the pocket, Patterson opposed to the height of Negri. Out the back, chance here for Fuller. Off towards me, clearing kick. More than hope than anything to the outer side. Across the half-forward line for West Adelaide. Here's Lynch, needs support. Doubles back towards Haylock. But poor understanding in defence, and it rolls out of play.
It's around about 90 minutes gone now in the term, Ian, and it's been a very interesting one. The Eagles, as we say, coming back. West now steadying a bit, but a pretty even term.
Fairly even, 2 goals both sides. Can't get much more even than that, but the Eagles looking a far better combination they did in the first quarter. James against Kennedy on the outer side. Tottam through, starting to pick up some touches. Morfitt well upfield, drives to the half-forward line, and Spear. Goss equal to the task, and the ball beats them both out of play. It would appear as though Simon Byrne has gone to centre half forward. In fact, Patterson could be playing out of the pocket. West Adelaide ringing the changes, but using pace. At the throw-in, Barch comes off, or out of the bunker. Clem through, once again picking up some kicks. Into the pocket, getting back there now is Spear. Close to the line and out of play. And a throw-in this time just outside the 50-metre. Crowd has built a little bit. Perfect afternoon for football. The wind just wafting across Football Park. As David told you, bathed in sunshine. An excellent sight and some top football to boot. Barch, Premke. Linder, well done, gives the run out there to Fitzsimmons. Had to get it back himself. Intercepted well by Tottam. Fitzsimmons goes in, puts in the saddle. That could be holding the ball or could be pushing the back. Umpire Abbott has gone for the former, holding the ball, and the free kick goes on the outer side to Shane Fitzsimmons.
He was persistent, Fitzsimmons. 9th kick coming up. And a good mark taken there by O'Dwyer. Defensive side of centre wing, Des O'Dwyer. Up towards half forward. Spear left high, big pack up. Chance for Clem off hands. Did that beautifully. 6th kick for Darren Clem to inside 50. Neve. Morfitt. Goal number 99 for Scott Morfitt. his second. He's edging closer to the century mark. The Eagles fight back. 3-5 plays 6-5 at the 21-minute mark.
So we're back to that 18-point difference once again, and West Adelaide are in a little bit of trouble here at the moment if they're not careful. As the ball came in, Neve out the back, but charging through was Scotty Morford. Had him lined up as soon as the ball got into the hands, and he didn't let his teammates down. There's no doubt about it. The Eagles have come back strong and hard in this second term, and Negri has left the ground, so it'll be interesting to see who takes up the ruck duties and how well they go.
Yes, Tricula's come on. He'll come in from the left of the screen against Darren Barch. So you might say the 2 second string ruckman at the centre bounce. Line ball, that one comes out towards Pyman, slips out a handball, taken by Tottenham, smothered off the boot. Primke gets it across to Clem. The Eagles go forward again. Morford! Oh, he dropped it. Dropped what he should have taken. Maybe the 99 nerves coming up. I don't think he'd be thinking about that, really. Kennedy, with pace, hooks around the corner. On the outer side there, it's Grosser. Recovers well, but not in time, and the ball beats him out of play. Good defensive work there by Geyer.
Ian, one of the areas where I think the Eagles are doing particularly well is around the centre, getting the ball out of the centre bounces, and also across the wings. They've nullified that normal dominance of West Adelaide.
Dead set certain. Haylock, 22 minutes in. James gets the ball back to Primke. Tottenham lost the run cleverly by Morris, back towards Winton. But once again, it's out of place, centre wing on the outer side. 22 minutes plus, and it's the West Adelaide side by 18 points.
Far side of the ground, boundary throw in. Barch opposed to Tricula. Good fist from Darren Barch. Into space, chance here for Geyer in defence. Steve Geyer with composure, pumps it long to half forward. Now the target is Morford, wrestling with Bruce Lindner. Play on the call, good umpiring. Lindner emerges though. Ineffective hand pass, Tottenham. Jars wide to Mellor. Possession turned over. Here's Fuller. Spear. Mistake with the hands by Jason Spear. Socket forward by Pyman. Was that a high tackle on Tottenham? Play on the call. Kennedy sweeping hand pass to Carlson. But a free kick picked out. Was that an elbow? I think it was. Free kick against Sean Blythe. And it's paid to Pyman, who boots the Eagles up to half forward. Now, is Morford too far out? He's 50 metres out. He's got 99. Long kick to full forward. And Primke in the pocket. He's been paid the mark.
They're certainly looking much cooler now, West at the Eagles side. They're measuring what they do. The movements are good. And while we were just talking, Philip Morris came off. Andrew Gribble onto the ground for West Adelaide.
Paul Primke looking to lay off the pass, improves the angle and hits the post. A poster. Yes, Eagles move to 3-6.
Yes, bad luck for the Eagles. They are on the charge at the moment. There's no doubt about that. If they can pick up another 1 or 2 before the end of this quarter, they'll be looking good. But we're coming up to 24 minutes, so the time is starting to run out.
Funnily enough, John, the wind appears to be favouring now to the end in which West Adelaide is kicking. So in actual fact, the Eagles are doing it into the breeze. And you can see the sock a little limp, like most people feel on Sunday mornings, I think. Kick to the outer side. Here's a chance now for Winton as he strides onto the football. Bounces his way out of defence down the outer side. He's got the run there. He's going to get round now, Lindsay, or can he? He does it well. He travelled too far. The umpire said over 15 metres. He was waiting to set up the loose man, but he forgot to bounce in the interim. And Lindsay wants the ball further afield, but the umpire not to be.
Some interesting little signs. West Adelaide in recent weeks, you would never have seen that. There would have been somebody ready to receive, somebody use the ball too. So not a good sign for West.
The other not a good sign too, I think they've started to lose a bit of their run, or whatever they've taken away from them, up towards the half-forward line. That's got to be a free kick. Play on is the call. Morford in the pocket. He's looking for the football. Can't find it. As coming across, that could be out on the full, and Morford's going to get another chance. Is this his 100th goal? Morford, impossible angle. I think he's going to have to check side it. He got it when it kicked out on the full. 99 goals. Play on is the call. The umpire said he's run out of play. Well, he was asked to run a play on, and he ran out of play.
Well, I think the thing is making his moves around as if he was going to play on him while he was still outside the boundary line. Of course, when he was called to play on, out of bounds.
Correct call. Barch hooks the ball clear, trying to break his way through Neve. holding on and holding the ball to him, and the umpire will bounce in front of goal.
I would say that Coach Barmer quarter time said you have to get back into this game right now, Eagles, if you want to be a chance, and they've responded well.
Into time on, second term. Haylock, up and under kick, not the required distance. Good fist from Primke. Here's a chance for the Eagles. McKinnon in hard. Another pack develops, and umpire Elliott or I should say Harrison, to separate play.
Yes, an interesting crowd looking on, or very interested crowd, but yes, Neil Baum, I'm sure, made them aware you can't wait till the third quarter. Has to happen now, and they've responded well. Be interesting to see the balance of this quarter.
McKinnon kicks to midfield, spinning out of trouble beautifully, Miller. Great balance by the 19-year-old to half forward. Chance here for Mead in defence. Fisted clear beautifully by Grosser. Great work by Leon Grosser. Support from Miller. He's tackled. In defence is Guy. He's under pressure. Jars wide, Banfield with space. Inside 50, Modra in the square. But it's Jars wide, rush behind. West on to 6-6, Eagles 3-6.
Yes, we're not seeing the smooth flowing movements from West Adelaide through their half-forward line that we've seen in recent weeks. They're starting to struggle a bit now and come to grips with the Eagle pressure.
Lindsay, Haylock. Oh, the tackle is a little high. Would have got a free kick. They play to advantage. As Haylock boots him to the half-forward line. Oh, what a magic mark. Gloss. Well, he had one hand held behind his back by Jason Spear, and he marked it with the other. Top mark. That's his fifth. Goss towards the half-forward line, off the fingers, towards the line and out of play. And a throw-in will take place on the half-forward left flank for West Adelaide. 6-6 plays 3-6. Almost half-time in the first semi-final. The Eagles have got themselves back in the game. Farm looks anxiously on. Back towards Carlson. Here's a chance now. Pyman fires the ball towards the half-forward line. Spear against Goss. And once more, the ball is out of play.
Yes, Goss is winning that encounter there, isn't he? Spear is trying hard. He's fumbled the ball on a few occasions. He's probably not used to being around that half-forward area. But that's an important area. West Adelaide are winning there with Goss. And I think around half-forward, Eagles have to get something a bit better happening.
Bloods lead by 18 points. Here's Neve, needs some space. And umpire Harrison to take the bounce. Grandstand centre wing. Interested spectator. And a very good spectacle, very physical spectacle. The clock ticks down to the 28-minute mark of the second term. Neve, slick hand pass, finds Wiedemann. In turn over the top, Tottenham needs a sit, gets it. Fuller, I've got to play a loose and Spear. Loose being created. Over the top, Clem, 40 metres out, long kick towards goal. And he's threaded it through. The Eagles storming back. Clem kicks his first. And the Eagles move to 4-6. West 6-6, 29 minutes second term.
Well, you've got to take your hat off to the Eagles. They've fought and scrounged and worked every inch of the way. Spear got it. Inboard to Clem with just enough time to line them up, measure it and pop it through for his first. Darren Clem has been a real contributor right throughout this entire first half so far. Boom, have a look at that behind the play. Ronnie Filler might have a little short jaw after that one, but I don't think it'll hurt as much, Ian, because they're on the roll.
I think someone was just swatting a fly. At the bounce, Barch against Dracula, thumps the ball out towards Carlson. A chance now for Tottenham to take them in. Goss comes to meet it. Gets collared, gets the handball away to Blythe. Blythe, Mead takes care of Blythe, has laid him to rest. McKinnon gets it out to Gribble. Oh, Blythe has not moved. He is down. The boy's starting to struggle to his feet now. Siren sounds, and what drama at the end of the second quarter. A quarter in which it has seen the Eagles get back into the first semi-final, but they trail 4-6, 30 points to West Adelaide 6-6, 42. A fine 4-goal second quarter by the Eagles has seen them reduce their 24-point deficit to 12. As umpire Abbott gets the second half underway in the mothball final. Coming out to meet the ball was Gribble, lost it to Clem. Fine tackle put on by Mead. Clem floats one in towards the half-forward line. Goss is there with Primke at the back. Coming out is Hoffman. Banfield's the runner. McKinnon wants it next, but he's going out wider now to the lead out there of Fitzsimmons. With him is Geyer. Fitzsimmons with the pace. Well done as he chips out the pass in towards the lead of Mellor. Miller can't control the football, and back in there it's O'Dwyer who gets taken over the line for a throw-in on the half-forward left flank.
Ian Young-Mello there just got met pretty hard as that ball came in, and he's getting to his feet a little bit groggy at the moment, as you can see in the camera there. But he's a real danger man. They'll be watching him real close.
The Eagles have got a bit of a run-up. The second quarter was very tough. Both sides went in very hard. The standard of the game improved, and I'm sure everybody's enjoying it. Umpires Abbott and Harrison in charge. Fine afternoon at Footy Park. Negri gets the tap away. Only back there as far as Gribble, who's going to get a fairly soft free kick for a high tackle. Gribble will go into the pocket and find Grosser. He's clear. He can go to the 50. He'll have a shot from there, puts it on its way. The umpire said it's a little offline, just a point, and West Adelaide record the first score after half-time.
Just a little bit of looseness there in defence by the Eagles. I'm sure Coach Barn wouldn't be too happy about that after their comeback effort in the second term. They need to be right on the ball again at the start of this third quarter.
West by 13 points. Lynch straight down the middle. One-handed attempt there by Micken, taken by Haylock. High kick to centre field. Totham beautifully read off hands by James. Spears the pass to half forward. Chance here for Schumann in defence. Eagles attacking players caught flat-footed. The foot pass finds Kennedy. At half-back, asked to play on now. The target is Mellor at centre wing. And good strength opposed to James. Two youngsters. His sixth kick coming up, Greg Mellor. 2 goals to his name. To half-forward, Byrne with one hand, forcing his way through Lindsay. Palms it off towards Wiedemann. Spiral punt kick to half-forward. In front was Neve. Here's James. Runs to 60 metres. Kicks across the face. Leading in the race now is Primke, opposed there to Winton. Primke the pace advantage. His 7th kick, 40 metres, keeps it low, but way offline.
Well, how many times have we called that throughout the game so far, David? Eagles players have had the chance to steady and kick goals, and they've missed them, and they may rue them in the long run.
Oh, you're not wrong. Primke did everything right then, but the kick was just awful. Winton, he left the field in that second term, which looked like he'd had a bit of a first term, I think it was a hamstring problem, but he's come back stronger in this second half. Gribble floats a low one in, Fuller underneath the drop of the ball, and he takes the mark just the attack side of centre wing. The Eagles, who looked very ordinary in the first quarter, have come back strongly. Fuller, playing centre, is doing extremely well. 10th kick. Puts it up for grabs towards the half-forward line. Micken's back in defence. 3 West Adelaide players there. Lost it to Spear. Spear on his wrong foot, which is his right foot. But once again, can't manage it, and it's another point.
Important, I think, to note that the Eagles are going with that breeze that's blowing to the northern end of this term, so they need it to be a good quarter. They need to sneak in front and get a couple of goals up if they can, because that breeze is going to continue to blow towards that northern end.
And Jason Spear 3 behind this afternoon into attack. So not value for money for Jason Spear. Lindner pumps the ball long to the outer side. Good mark taken by Primke. This fellow's lifting. His 6th mark, Paul Primke. So the figurehead at centre half forward. They trail by 11 points. Short he goes, but bad foot pass. The mark taken by Grosser in defence. Leon Grosser, protection for the hamstrings. To the outer side, Gribble in front. And a good strong mark in front of the eyes by Andrew Gribble. Started on the bench. To half forward. Big pack up. Chance here for Byrne. Hand pass, a lightning one. In towards Patterson. Good tackle applied by Wiedemann. Support in ball, but a loose hand pass. Banfield. Ball gathered nicely by Bruce Lindsay. From the outer side centre wing, long kick to half forward. Blythe doubles back. And the defensive mark from Sean Blythe. Asked to play on now. He kicks in towards centre field. The target, Mellor, forced to ground. Forcing his way through is Winton. He went off with an injury in the second term. Totham. Desperate players everywhere. Winton in once again. Here's Kennedy emerging. A player out wide in McKinnon, but his hand pass was smothered. McKinnon on towards Mellor. The Bloods work their way to half forward. Fitzsimmons harassed there by Geyer. Rolls close to the line, and it's forced out of play.
Well, certainly this third quarter or the second half has started up quick, and have a look at Fitzsimmons. Under pressure every inch of the way. That's the sort of game we've got. And that's what we like to see, good hard footy.
The blood centre line that was so brilliant last week against Port Adelaide is taking a thumping this week as Blythe gets into the action. Grubbers one around the corner towards Mellor. Mellor now with a chance. Hooks the ball to the half-forward line. The bounce will determine. Comes back towards Clem. Breaks the tackle of Byrne. Schwarz is in support. Chips out the pass. Primke getting on top now. Goss over the top. Play on. Gets it across to Fuller. Fuller goes in long. Morfitt. Linda thumps the ball away. Morfitt on 99 goals, looking for that magic 100. And one can feel the crowd just urging him on. Not only for the Eagles players to kick the ball to him, but for him indeed to get his 100th goal.
And you mentioned those centre line duels. They've been brilliant, West Adelaide, of recent times, but they've been outclassed by the Eagles in the first half. Eagles 40 touches, West Adelaide 25.
Eagles into attack. Morfitt, long kick. Won't be his 100th. One behind, but they're pegging back that margin. Now 10 points at the 7-minute mark of the third term. So West a testing time in the third quarter. They'll have the breeze, but it swung around once in the footy match. But Goss looks to the grandstand side. Run provided by Linder, needs a set. Bruce Linder, good persistence. Hand pass back towards Schumann, who stabs the ball in towards centre wing. Comes unstuck though, Wiedemann. Finds Neve. Hurry kick to half forward. Good fist from Linder. Ball there for the taking. Off the ground, Goss. Good soccer, finds Banfield. Redirects. Here's Gribble at half forward. Loose tackle applied by Wiedemann. McKinnon knocks it up to half forward. But in the way is Steve Geyer. He's got to play a loose centre field. It's Negri. Too much carry though. Loose ball. Here's James. Matthew James with strength. Off the left boot. The target, Primke. Big pack up. Chance here for Schumann. Jars wide. Goss. Ineffective soccer. Spear with pace. Pulls it around the body to fall forward. And standing his ground is Mark Micken.
Micken has got Fitzsimmons out wide. In fact, there's no one within 40 metres of him. But he'll come in short to Fitzsimmons. He's got a runner back there in Kennedy. Out wider still, they've got runners everywhere. Chance for Carlson. West Adelaide now into attack. They haven't kicked a goal since the 15-minute mark of the second quarter. Patterson called to play on. Quickly now it is Banfield, but Fuller gets the free kick. Hanging on when not in possession. Fuller's done well. In centre, Wiedemann. Slips it over now to Neve, or puts him in trouble. Wiedemann backs up. Play on is the call. He's played to advantage, and he lost the football. He's collared. Forced to play on Tottenham. Brilliant second quarter. Puts it up again. Morfitt. 1 on 2. Back in defence. Micken. Strong mark. It's his 6th. He'll swing it out wide to Grosser. West Adelaide need to lift. The Eagles are starting to wear them down. Kennedy, brilliant last week. Ordinary this week. Will play back on in. Now Gribble. Flips out the handball. They could have overdone it. Slips it over Banfield. West Adelaide short. It's all West Adelaide now. Mellor from 45. Oh, the kick is not good. Not good at all. It's gone off the side of his boot. Lynch makes a metre, but not quickly enough. And it's out of bounds in the full forward left pocket.
Well, a chance for everybody to have a quick rest there, and the game is fast and furious in the early part of this third term. West Adelaide under more pressure than they've been in recent weeks, and they're not handling it as well as they should.
In attack for the Bloods. Chance here for Haylock. Hand pass a little loose. Here's Simon Byrne. Snapshot around the body. We'll wait on the umpire. A rush behind. Off the hands of Modro. So West moved to 6-8. The Eagles 4-9 at the 9-minute mark of the third term.
Yes, only 10 points at dismiss. Let's remember that the Eagles do have the use of the breeze in this third term.
Negri up. The mark of the second attempt from Romano Negri. Inside his defensive 50. Pokes it short. Wiedemann's lifted. His 7th kick coming up, but he's done a lot of hard stuff. 7 handballs for Wayne Wiedemann to centre field. Beautifully read by Pyman. Great hand pass to Lindsay. Here's Morfitt in space. Could this be goal 100? He'll shoot from 50 metres out. He's kicked to 99 for the season. He's got the Ken Farmer medal, and he could have 100. His 10th kick coming up. And an important shot for the Eagles. Scott Morfitt. 45 metres out, lays back on the kick. will wait on the umpire. It's shaved the post. Well, 99 and a half. 10 minutes in the third term. Eagles move to 4-10, West 6-8.
Yes, once again, another opportunity has slipped by the Eagles, but despite those many misses, they're in with a big chance.
Goss to the lead of Gribble. Lindner. Mead comes out with the football, or does he? Blythe got collared. Lindner under pressure. Oh, beautiful fake. Flips it up high in the air. Having to work hard for it is Mellor. Free kick. Mellor takes it. West Adelaide into attack. Looking for it out here now is Patterson. Can't find it. Banfield can. Around the corner, Fitzsimmons. They've created the loose man. Burn over the top. Open goal coming in. Should not miss. Goal! First goal to Burn. West Adelaide come back. Their first goal for 26 minutes into the breeze. And they move on to 7-8 to 4-10 in the semi-final.
Well, both sides have been searching for that magic goal. It's been tough and it's been hard, but Banfield, they knew where the Fitzsimmons was at half forward on his own. The loose man was set up. Byrne got it, timed as steady. Have a good look at the goals and poke it through for his first. And that opens the gap up again to 16 points.
So breathing space for the Bloods. 7-8 plays 4-10. 15 scoring shots to 14. Here's Fitzsimmons at centre field. Slick hand pass, sets up Banfield, who's streaming ahead of centre. He pokes the pass in towards Modra. Well gathered by Patterson. 20 metres out. He fires towards goal. Just offline by Paul Patterson. So West to 7-9, Eagles 4-10.
Yes, an unfortunate miss by them, but Peter Banfield has been the master in the last two moves. He set them up, but that time just offline.
Lynch kicks in. Negri there, Micken equal to the task. Well done. Neve got it over there to the big fellow Negri. Lindsay raises a gallop, looks for running player. Wiedemann is tackled, great tackle put on by him. West Adelaide go forward off the Buddha Hog, in towards half forward line, Micken. Oh, it was Blythe to Micken. Micken can't score from there, he's 60 out. Off goes Modra on a long lead. Modra gets there, can't quite prickle it down. Lynch. Well backed up by Haylock. On the lead is Primke. Playing well at centre half forward now. Gets Spear out wide, but he's going in longer, in looking for Morfitt. Morfitt comes out with a footy, or does he? Can't get there. McKinnon. Kennedy. Hogg. West Adelaide out of defence with a tumble punt kick up towards the half forward line. Fitzsimmons got a bad one. Mead. O'Dwyer back to Mead in the double play. And the Eagles in control with a short one to Tottenham at centre wing. McKinnon, great tackle. It's hard work out there at the moment. Fitzsimmons, smothered by Mead. Tottenham gets it back towards Wiedemann. Gee, is it hard to get a kick. Now Clem. Clem's got nowhere to go. And he runs the ball out of play.
What an amazing passage of football. Congratulations to all concerned. It's tough, it's hard. They all want the footy, and they can't afford to let anybody break away.
Pressure is immense, and the next goal might tell the story. Here's Banfield, grandstand centre wing, lightning hand pass to Grosser, the skipper, across the face to centre half forward. It gives Miller the run of the ball. Modra in support. Miller, vacant goal square around the body. The Eagles the numbers. Shaw's back there in defence. Good shepherd provided by Guy, and the Eagles clear. Primke, or Pyman I should say, up high. Carlson kept his footing. He's got a player loose, and Modra across half forward, well trapped by the full forward. Here's Blythe in space. He pokes the pass to half forward, but too much carry for Banfield. Possession turned over. Here's Haylock. Unloads a long kick. Morfitt in space. Can't take the mark. Good body work, but didn't have the footy. Schumann clears to grandstand centre wing. Kennedy lifted his game in the third term. Over the top, here's Fitzsimmons. Shane Fitzsimmons unloads a long kick to the pocket. Mellor behind. Geyer in support, or Lindsay I should say. Hand pass on the bounce taken by Mead, and he kicks to centre field. Here's Haylock. Should be a free kick. Pushing the back. And the veteran, the free kick at the point of the square.
Haylock uses the run of Schwarz to get out of defence. It's a long kick by Schwarz. Micken back again. Oh, Banfield's out wide. He's got a paddock to moving out there. West Adelaide have got the ability to get out on their lonesome. Now the runner. Gribble is clear on the half forward line. Off goes Modra. Modric short. With him is Lynch. Leads him underneath the football, O'Dwyer. Oh, he lost the football. Modra can't find it. Lynch under pressure. uses Swartz to get out of trouble. Now a chance for the Eagles. Pyman clear, check side of centre wing, hooks it back towards the half-forward line. Goss up, Hogg back, lost the football. Schumann's got to have to work hard. Kennedy back there, lost the handle. Chance now for the Eagles through Tottenham. Gets it out towards Clem. Going through is Linder like a Barwell bull. Bounces his way out of defence. Turns defence into attack as he kicks in long. Patterson's in there. Oh, is edged out. Negri over the top. Fine mark.
Is Linder playing some sort of game? Negri to the grandstand centre wing. Fitzsimmons, legal bodywork. Left boot to half forward. A player in space is Mellor. Now Modra provides the lead. Good foot pass. Modra, can he make the meterage? But Mead chops out the effective work. Comes out towards Schwartz. Clearing kick to the far side. Tottenham, the loose player. He plays on quickly. Long kick. Now Morfitt's got the drop on Linder. And he marks inside 50. Was that 50 metres? No, said the umpire. He may be just outside his range. Scott Morfitt. As Mead hobbles off, Tobias coming on. And Scott Morfitt. He must back himself. He'll kick from just outside 50. Linder on the mark. Long kick by Morfitt. The distance there, but the accuracy not.
Well, once again, the Eagles just offline, coming in from out wide once again, and that is a bit of a problem they've got at the moment. They're coming in from deep out in the pockets and the flanks instead of straight down the centre. But gee, they're struggling hard and trying to get on even terms.
That's 2-4 now for Morfitt.
15 scoring shots to 16 in favour of West, and yet the Bloods lead by 16 points. Well put by Goss, finds McKinnon deep in defence in the back pocket on the outer side. Kick number 4 to McKinnon, but he's done a lot of heavy body work. Gee, that's not one of his better kicks. I think he's kicked it out on the full. The penalty kick on the outer side will go the way of Pyman, I would think. It's hard to see in the distance. Well, Morris about to come back into the action for West Adelaide. Micken thumps the ball clear. Up the run of Mellor, or the handball back to Micken wasn't good. Banfield helps him out. Down goes Carlson. Over goes Swartz, and the umpire will ball it up at centre wing. 4:11 play, 7-9, 18 minutes into the second half.
And a very interesting stage of the game too. The Eagles going at the breeze in this term. It's still gusting to that northern end. They need to really get the act together and get a couple of quick ones.
Gribble gets it out wide to Carlson. West Adelaide are slowly getting themselves back in this game after the Eagles took it off them a bit. Patterson gets the ball thumped away. Here's a chance now for McGinnon. Can't find it. O'Dwyer under pressure, gets it back to Haylock, he's lost it. Oh, they put the saddle on him, here's a chance now. Patterson, 40 metres out, steady, puts it on its way. And he has missed. He has missed 2 now in the last 5 minutes, and they've both been without any pressure applied at all.
Well, he could have run almost right to the line that time, could Paul Patterson. Not a lot of talking, and they may rue that one.
3 behinds for Paul Patterson.
See, the marking ability of Mark Micken has been a big telling factor. He must have had up around 10, in fact 9 marks at this stage. Big contribution from him as Philip Morris comes back on.
For Sean Blythe. Micken, short he goes, lead provided by Byrne, and a safe chest mark. About 40 metres out, he's kicked 1. The Bloods lead by 17 points. Simon Byrne from Country Victoria, recruited a couple of seasons ago. And the distance shouldn't be a problem. It's generally a long kick for goal. Deliberate effort, and this could really put a big space between the two sides at the 20-minute mark of the third term. Byrne. Slight angle, long kick for goal, but I think he may have found the goal. He has, in fact. Well, I may have called it incorrectly. I thought it would have swayed offline, but Byrne kicks his second. West boot there, 8-10 plays 4-11.
It's certainly an important one as far as West Adelaide are concerned, and that man Mark Micken took yet another mark. That was his 9th. Lovely short pass from him, found Byrne, and Byrne kicked truly for his second, and that has opened the gap up to 23 points. So it's a good quarter for West. They were 12 up at half-time. They're kicking against the breeze in the third term, and they've extended the lead.
They certainly have, John. The Eagles yet to kick a goal at the 20-minute mark, and kicking with that breeze that you were mentioning. It's hard work in there. Banfield is at the bottom of the pack, and the umpire will have to ball it up once more. Neil Baum just can't believe it. Look of anguish on a coach. They seem to age 30 years during a game. They can do little in the bucket to help their charges and their rest of their game or this year. Depends on what they do today. Grosser kicks long in towards the half-forward line. Well taken back there. A solid mark in defence by O'Dwyer, and he gets it inside the 50 in defence. Yes, the players out on the ground are masters of their own destiny this afternoon. The winner, of course, this match goes in to play North Adelaide on the grand final. Goss, just the attack side of centre wing, kick number 8. Gets a lead from Patterson. Goes more towards the half-forward line, looking for Simon Byrne. Well taken off the fingers there by Banfield. On the lead is Modra. Can't quite get there. He's got the football. Taken off in a hurry. Lindsay gets it back towards Schwarz. A great half volley as the Eagles come out of defence.
Schwarz up to half-forward. The mark in front taken by Glenn Goss. And he's been a grand defender this afternoon. His 7th mark. And I'd say, Robbo, he's had the honours over Jason Spear.
Yes, he certainly has. A bit of a makeshift centre-half forward there in Jason Spear, but Goss has played a damn good game.
7th kick to half-forward, but possession turned around. Here's Gary Haylock. Over 200 games for Gary Haylock. At the point of the square. Good fist from McKinnon. Loose ball there for the taking. Here's James. Needs a player running out wide. Knocks it out towards Pyman. Got a diving mark and a very good one taken by Darren Carlson. On the outer side half-back flank, we can see here running with a fly to the ball. Fingertip level, 2 bites and a safe mark. 24-year-old recruit from the Brisbane Bears. Long kick to the outer side wing. In front was Patterson. Here's Schwarz. Needs to lift his charges. Byrne, but the free kick found to Peter Schwarz. 35 playing 58. Wesley, the 10th kick coming up for Peter Schwarz. Comes up this way. Loose tackle applied by Simon Byrne. So up towards half-forward. Again, Goss. Well, he's played a very good game of defence.
Goss now from half-back flank centres the ball. Looking up there for Patterson, who's having the ball thumped away from him. This time it's going to be the man in front, Fuller. No question the man in front has to be paid in that instance. Fuller puts the ball out wide, but it's all West Adelaide back there as the easy mark taken in defence by McKinnon. McKinnon gets Banfield short. He's going to have to work hard for this one. Oh, thought about playing on. Tackles high. 50 metres. Well, he was about to play on. Ducked the head. Watch this. Yeah, he was off and Clem come in. Just caught him high and the umpire's given him 50 metres. Well, Banfield now has gone to the line. Modra out on a lead. That's beautifully put. That is a lace-out pass into the pocket. And Tony Modra has got a chance.
An absolute gem, Daisy. You're right. But Peter Bamford, I've already mentioned in this quarter so far, he set up 3 or 4 attacking movements that have resulted in goals. Let's see how Tony Modra goes this time.
Banfield's 12th kick. Modra's pulled it across the face of goal. Big leap at the back of the pack. Fine mark there by Patterson. Well, he's been frustrated all day at centre half forward with O'Dwyer thumping the ball clear. Patterson is tucked in against the line. It's almost an impossible angle. He's got the breeze coming in from his left to right, right to left as we look at it. No doubt he'll try to play on and improve the angle. Only marginally, and he's hooked it well offline for a point. West Adelaide's go out to 8-11. The Eagles 4-11.
Yes, well, he's missed a couple in this term, has Paul Patterson. Look at that for a great mark. Plenty of determination and grit in that one. Improved the angle, but couldn't quite get it around far enough. But West Adelaide have worked very hard in this turn to consolidate their lead. They now lead by 24 points.
Lynch to the grandstand side. In front is Fuller. He played on quickly, but not effective work from Ron Fuller. High tackle applied on Kennedy. So the Eagles just losing the plot somewhat. Here's Fitzsimmons from right half forward. Long kick, the target. Modra in the pocket. He's got the fly and the mark, Tony Modra.
He's got a very sure pair of hands, hasn't he? Have a look at it in replay. Got the hands up there well. He's taken 4 marks, but they've all been good, strong ones.
And he's kicked 2 goals. His 5th kick coming up. Breeze from his right to left. Good kick to the goal square. From the side, Barch! And the soccer off the ground. It's hit the post. Nearly a spectacular mark from Darren Barch.
So they're certainly keeping that pressure on, haven't they? They lost the plot a little bit in the second term when the Eagles came back at them. But they've certainly got right back on top at the moment, West Adelaide, and looking very good.
O'Dwyer goes out the outer side looking for Tricoola and finds that player. Into time on the third quarter. It's the Bloods by 25 points. Tricoola, Morford, he's taken out of the play. Will get a free kick. Won't kick his 100 from there, although he's allowed to play on. Puts it out in front of the lead of Primke. That's well put. Morford running back into the play. Primke's going to have to kick in long. 10th kick, he won't make the distance from there. Off goes Spear. Everybody wants Morford to get his 100th goal. Neve! It was a blatant push, no question about that at all. And the umpire in a position to see it. You could see the little heave out on Schumann, and the umpire has taken the ball away and give it to Schumann. Barch gets it back. Tricoola leads in the race. In comes Grosser. Totham over the top, Carlson. Tricoola comes out with a football short, looking for Clem too fast. Linda's going to have to work hard, rides the bump and takes the ball out of play.
25 points of difference. The crowd looking on, mouthing their thoughts. Couple of minutes of time on gone in the third term, and I don't think the Eagles have done enough with the breeze, and that's the bench there.
But important time for the Eagles. They need some quick goals. In attack, fisted clear by Schumann. Here's Tricoola. Nice gather, but poor hand pass. Grosser with courage. Flicks the hand pass back. Kennedy tackled high, but good strength by Michael Kennedy. Streaming through the outer side centre wing. Miller, soccer off the ground by Byrne, but here's Haylock in defence. Lost the ball. O'Dwyer, but under pressure, and it's out of play.
Just as the crowd looks on, and West Adelaide have risen in this third term again. The pace has come back into the legs. The running, supporting players are there, and they've increased this lead from 12 to 25 points.
And that's the margin at three-quarter time. So West by 25 points in the first semi, 8-12-60. The Eagles 4-11-35. The last quarter in the first semi-final, and the last chance for the Eagles to fight back. They're against the breeze. West hold the lead by 25 points. Been a very physical first semi. Tap won by Micken. Good smother effected by McKinnon. Gribble out towards Kennedy, who lifted in the third term. Up towards full forward. Barch in front. Great agility by Darren Barch. Snap around the body. Modra in the square. Plays on, snap and goal to start the final quarter. 3 goals for Tony Modra. West kick clear. 9-12 plays 4-11.
31 points now, the difference in favour of the Bloods, and they started the last quarter just the way they wanted. Great agility shown by the big fella in Barch. And then Modra, as the kick had been touched off the boot, played on quickly, kicked truly for his third. And gee, that makes it tough from here, Ian Day.
Oh, it sure does, John Robinson. The Eagles didn't kick a goal, kicking with the breeze in that third quarter, and you can't do that and win a final. 9-12 to 4-11. The Bloods got a sniff of a grand final coming up next week. Meccan, Negri thumped that one further than most people can kick it. They farm the ball out to Totham. He can't get it out. Well done, McKinnon at the bottom of the back. Kick further forward there by Byrne. Here's a chance for them to go into attack. Mellor hooks around the corner. Big Barch is there. One grab going through Fitzsimmons. Barch gets it out to Grosser. Well played by O'Dwyer. Pyman was in trouble. Meller. Great tackle put on him there by Totham. Not Totham, it was Lindsay. Grosser, Banfield, West Adelaide into attack. Patterson can't get it down. Oh, here's a chance. Kennedy through. He's got the football, lost it. Fitzsimmons, Geyer, Schwarz, Clem, and the Eagles are running out of defence. Haylock slips it over to Negri. The big fella's got a kick in a hurry. Wobbles one in towards the half-forward line. The bounce will decide. It favours West Adelaide as Goss gets out the long one to McKinnon. McKinnon burns off, kicks long in towards full forward. Out comes Modra, but in defence it's O'Dwyer too strong.
Des O'Dwyer inside his defensive 50. Short he goes. Here's Haylock, who's been busy. His 15th kick, poor one. Straight down the throat of Darren Carlson. Long kick by Carlson to inside 50. Modra, big fly. Let's see who gets it off hands. Here's Schwarz. Short pass, effective. Wiedemann. Sweeping hair pass out wide. Searching for Matthew James. But it set the teammate up. Burn around the body. In the path here of Kennedy. Opposed to Tobias. Michael Tobias did pretty well. On the outer side centre wing. Breaks the tackle. On towards Primke. Inboard. Here's Wiedemann. Lays off the hand pass. Clem. On towards Fuller, who's wearing number 1 now. Does the full circle, Ron Fuller. Chits with the left boot to half forward. James opposed there to Hogg. Hogg kept his footing, then lost it. Slapped out towards the boundary line. Here's Primke. Hand pass sets up Dracula. They're working forward noticeably, the Eagles. Inside 50 now. James with the free kick found to West Adelaide, and it's Philip Morris.
Philip Morris, who spent some time in the bunker, slips as he kicks the ball away. Finds Haylock. He's through. In the square is Morford, setting himself. Going to work hard. He's got it. Oh, gee, it was on a collision course with Goss. Goss going back. Morford coming across, and he missed him by a centimetre. Well, the big chance for the Eagle full forward to kick his 100th goal. He's booted 2. He's on 99 for the season. He's had 2 longer shots to get the ton. This one is only 25 metres out, but the angle is tight. The whole crowd here just hoping that he'll get his magic 100. The way his side is going, he won't get to play next week. Morford puts it up. The umpire said 1 point. Well, Morford simply cannot get that 100th goal.
Oh, he's certainly trying hard. He struggled to get into the game early. Have a look at that mark again. Plenty of courage displayed, as he has done all year, sitting on 99 goals. He's had 13 kicks after struggling to get into the game early. Can't quite get that number 100.
2 goals, 5 for Scott Morford. And the magic ton eludes him. Good mark by Simon Byrne on the far side. His 8th kick coming up. Had stints on the bench, Simon Byrne. Long to the outer side. Marked by the veteran Lindsay, who's got to play loose further afield. It's Spear, who's kicked 3 behinds. He's been trying to set a half forward. Stabs the ball to half forward. But Simon Byrne once again. Well, the West Adelaide defence last week superb. This week, pretty good for 3 quarters. 9-12 plays 4-12. Byrne from half back. Kicks to centre field. Big leap from Patterson, but he impeded Negri. So the free kick to the Eagles' ruckman.
Listen, the Eagles' ruckman a little bit sore in the back after that one, but he's got the ball. What can they do?
Negri goes towards the half-forward line. They need goals, and they need them in a hurry. Over the top, Goss slips out the handball now. The running player off the half-back line is Schumann. He gets it out to Fitzsimmons, the running player. West Adelaide with a chance. Into attack goes Philip Morris now. They're all going in short. Big leap by Patterson. Going through now was Carlson, but he lost the football. And coming away, it is Spear. Up towards the half-forward line. Trying to break through. Tight on play on is the call. Working hard for the football is Schumann again. I think the umpire will ball it up. And I can tell you, both times, sides becoming extremely tired. Bounce at centre wing. 9-12 plays 4-12. And that 5 goals is a huge margin for the Eagles in their maiden year to overcome. Negri off the half-back line. Floats one in. Hogg's got the run of the football. Off the fingers, it's Kennedy. Gets it over now to Morris. Thought about Grimwood. Kicks in long. Up towards full forward. Barch! Well, the big fellow had 3 grabs. 1, 2, and 3. He finally got it. And this could be game, set, and match if the 22-year-old Darren Barch puts it through the middle. Towards the lake end. Wind assisted. Oh, the kick was very tentative indeed. It looked like a kick that was going to put a team into a grand final, and it only registered 1 point.
Oh, it was a bad one. There's the shot again. 1, 2, 3 grabs the big fella. He wandered straight down to full forward. The start of the final turn. The plan was clear. He's certainly been involved in play every time it comes down there. On that occasion, he did everything right except the kick. He hung back on it. He just poked at it rather than kicking right through it. And the result was fairly evident.
Well, the Bloods have had every answer. They lead by 31 points. Lynch straight down the middle. Tries to pick out Negri. Gribble, half pass out the pack. Taken by Barch and turned Mellor. Snapshot by Greg Mellor. Offline.
Well, he had all the time in the world, David, but I don't think there was anyone around there to tell him to just steady a moment. Got it onto the boot very quickly after receiving it. But once again, Barch was involved, and well, he just had the ball at the wrong angle. It skewed the wrong way.
Well, that's a terrible kick in.
Well, is an absolute shocker.
Lynch, I think he was going for the lead on the outer side of Clem. Fitzsimmons couldn't believe his luck when he turned around and the ball fell in his lap. He's only 45 metres out. Kick number 14. Fitzsimmons yet to kick a goal. That's right through the middle. West Adelaide made them pay. And it could be a payment that puts the Bloods into the final. They move on to 10-14 to 4-12, 8 minutes into the final quarter of the Mothball semi-final.
Well, 38 points is a huge margin to make up at this stage, but look at Lynch's kick in. Did everything wrong. Fitzsimmons couldn't believe his luck. So returned it straight back over the fullback's head, put it through for his first goal, and well, 38 points. That's a heck of a margin at this stage.
9-minute mark of the final term in this first semi. Micken wins the tap down, taken by Fuller. Hurry kick to half forward. Clem forcing his way through with Simon Byrne. Good desperation, slung the hand pass out to Micken. In turn, here's McKinnon. Now West have some runners. Carlson near the point of the square. One bounce for Darren Carlson. He streams through half forward, runs to 50 on the angle, but a 4-4 pass. And he can't believe it. He did all the hard work, but the kick wasn't so good.
No, the kick was an absolute shocker. As you say, he did everything right, but then couldn't hook it around at all.
Guy clearing kick, Negri up high. Here's Carlson, can he redeem the situation? Pulls it around the body, spear in defence, cruel bounce. Taken by Gribble. Snapshot was smothered. Spear accepted there from Lindsay. Here's Lynch in defence. It was touched off the boot. Or was it? No, it wasn't. Haylock, the mark. Knocks it up to centre wing on the grandstand side. And a great final turn by Simon Byrne. He takes the mark, grandstand centre wing.
This has been doing well back there, hasn't he? And I think this is his 10th kick coming up, but he certainly quieted Primke down.
Very fine young player. Primke had a marvellous second quarter. Lynch farms it out. Well done, Swars. Got it over to Fuller. The Eagles into attack again, up towards the half-forward line. Tricula, about 80 metres out. Ken Morfitt kick his 100. Oh, 50 metres. Well, Goss obviously didn't come back quick enough. And if the Eagles ever needed a goal in their maiden year, they need it right now. Umpire Leslie Harrison has brought Goss back to the edge of the square. Kevin Morris cannot believe it as he shakes his head in disgust. But Tricula has got a big chance to at least make the Eagles' feathers ruffle a little bit in this last quarter. Pops it through. Their fifth goal, his first. It's the first goal from them since the 28-minute mark of the second quarter, and they're only their fifth for the game.
Yes, they've been very hard to come by goals for the Eagles. You see Ronnie Fuller directs this ball beautifully. He always does that, does Fuller. Places it nicely for Tricula. The efforts of Goss, not enough to spoil, although gave a little bit of a red-hot ear to Tricula, and after his 15-metre advantage, he's popped it through for his first goal. But the advantage is still well in favour of the Eagles of West Adelaide.
32 points, in fact, Robbo. Centre field. Fitzsimmons, who's been busy, on towards Banfield. To inside 50 now. Outnumbers Barch. The runner is Carlson. Left boot around the body now. Grosser in the square. Also Mellor. And the mark by the 19-year-old. His fifth.
There we see it in replay. Drifting across the front of the pack, Mellor. But importantly, once again, a good move by Kevin Morris at the start of the quarter to put Barch down in that forward pocket. And he's been involved in just about every forward movement that the Bloods have made in this final term.
Well, there's not much of him, but he finds the footy certainly. Greg Mellor, his 15th kick coming up. He's got 2 goals. And this to put the question beyond doubt. 10 metres out, virtually directly in front, and he finds the goal. 3 goals for Mellor. West out to a 38-point lead at the 12-minute mark of the final term.
Yes, it's all over bar the shout in the second half of this season. It's been a beauty. There's Barch. We said he's been involved in just about every forward movement final term. Carlson hooked it in. Grosser did the right thing and just did enough to keep Guy at bay to allow Mellor to mark, and he kicked Trilly for his 3rd goal. Fine young player.
11-14 plays 5-12. 13 minutes into the final quarter, and it's West Adelaide by plenty. Micken against Negri at the bounce. Negri gets the tap away. Morris comes in for the football, gets it out wide to the running Hogg. Hogg is clear, hooks around the corner, half forward line. Guy back there, but it's Patterson who takes the mark. And the shame of it all is Scott Morfitt, languishing at the other end of the ground, may not get to kick his 100th goal. Patterson is 55 out, gets a lead from Micken, but he's going in long. In fact, he's kicked into the man. That was a tired kick, and that looked to be deliberate, but the umpire didn't see it that way. Schwarz went for the safety of the line, but at this stage, I think you'd have to say that the Eagles need a miracle. Throw in, half forward, right flank. Divine intervention. Negri gets it down. Neve. Kennedy. Out wide to Patterson. He butters up for another one. Tumbles one in towards the half forward line. Lindsay gets it away, and the Eagles are running through Tottenham.
Through towards centre field now. Heavy bodywork there by Wayne Wiedemann. That was ambitious tactics straight in front of the umpire. He slung McKinnon to the ground. Up towards half forward. Diving attempt there by Grosser. Ball spills loose. Here's Gribble. He's got a player loose in Patterson in turn. Slick hand pass sets up the skipper, Grosser. He runs to 30 metres. He chips and he misses to the left. West move to 11-15. Eagles 5-12.
Yes, just missed to the left, but a very good bit of work there by Patterson. A very slick handball to put Grosser away. Unfortunately, he couldn't quite make it.
Our statistician tells me I called him Grimwood a little while ago. Well, of course, Grimmy was a Magarey medalist for West Adelaide about 30 years ago, and that was about the only similarity, except they both rode for West Adelaide. Neve at centre half back. Wobbles one up towards Primke. Simon Byrne, as the boys have told you, have done extremely well in this last quarter to keep Primke down. Out wide is Fuller. The run is on from James, half forward line. He's going to bolt. Runs through the 50-metre mark. Gets a lead now. Here's a chance for Debayes. 35 out. Orji wanted to pass it off, and the kick is a shocker. Clem. Walk in for an open goal. That's his 2nd. The Eagles are still flying, but only just, as they trail 6-12 to 11-15 at the 16-minute mark of the semi-final.
It's a belated goal to the Eagles as Debayes comes through the half-forward line. Well, gets it across to Debayes, in fact, from James. He clears a couple of players. The kick wobbles forward. A chance for Clem. And interestingly, you'll see that after this goal was kicked, he went back to Scotty Morfitt and almost said, "Sorry, mate, I couldn't get to you to kick 100.
Well, Morfitt was hoping, like anything, the hand pass was there. Free kick to Negri, up towards half forward. Chance for Morfitt. He's inside 50, slings the hand pass out of the pack, straight towards Hogg though. Back to Schumann. The defensive West have lifted in the second half. And here's Kennedy on the far side. Michael Kennedy, his 11th kick coming up. And he's had 2 handballs. 12 handballs, in fact, for Michael Kennedy. Kicks to centre field. In front was Grosser. Beautifully read by Fitzsimmons, the opportunist. Breaks the tackle. Good balance. Runs through the centre. Stabs the ball in towards Modra, who's on a long lead. With one hand, couldn't gain the mark. Support coming from Morris. 40 metres out. Long kick towards goal. And he's kicked it. 6th kick. First goal for Philip Morris. And West boot clear. They're 12th at the 17-minute mark.
Yes, and just as well he got that one too, I would suggest. Good work by Tony Modra. Knew where he was. The talking was obviously on. Made up his mind he was going to go for goal, but just as well, because Big Barch was in the square on his own. It was a very positive shot. He almost guided that one all the way through. There's a happy boy, and he goes over to congratulate and thank Tony Modra.
No doubt it's a West Adelaide, North Adelaide grand final. 17 minutes into the final quarter. West Adelaide cruising. At the bounce, it's Micken against Negri. Line ball. Micken at the second attempt. Mellor now out in front of Lindsay. Caught on the wrong foot, which is the right foot. Modra! Beautifully put. He was really galloping into the open space. And that's exactly where a full forward wants it. Eye height and out in front. Tony Modra, who's booted 3. 7th kick coming up. West Adelaide doing as it pleases in this last quarter. Nice looking kick, but he's just edged it offline for a point. And I think a perfect fitting now. And not even the West Adelaide supporters would agree, John, if Scott Morfitt was get his 100th goal before the game ended.
That'd be great to see. And West Adelaide, as you say, surely looking forward to going into the preliminary final against South next week.
Bloods by 40 points. Totham lays off the hand pass in towards Spear. He finds Strakula at half forward. On towards Spear now, one out. Morfitt, he'll never get a better opportunity at full forward. Doubling back. Can he get the mark? No, he can't. And fisted out of bounds by Hogg. But it was a floating ball to take and a very difficult one.
Listen, the crowd in the semi-final today, 15,216 here at the park as we see Scotty Morfitt battling hard to try and get that shot for that 100.
19 minutes, final 2. Lead to West, 40 points. James at ground level. Coming through as Clem, taken high with a tackle, but unseen by the umpire. And he'll take control with a bounce. We'll see Sean Blythe coming on. The player to come off, not known as yet. The runner out to do the job, Bob Loveday, the records games holder at West Adelaide. Here's Wiedemann in attack. Can't get rid of the footy. And again, umpire Harrison to take control.
Just over 19 minutes gone in the final term as Robert McKinnon gets to the ground there with a little bit of blood on the face. That was Linda trying to break through, and gee, it's tough and it's hard in there.
Eagles 20 metres out from their goal. Here's Goss in defence. Long clearing kick to open space. First to it will be Haylock, protected here by Negri. Centering hand pass, Bruce Lindsay, centre square. Long kick off the left boot to inside 50. Chance for Morfitt. Beautifully read by James. 30 metres out, and the shot towards goal is bouncing through for Matthew James. Belated goal for the Eagles. James kicks his first. The Eagles move to 7-12, West 12-16.
You've got to take your hat off to this Eagles side. They were formed with the Eagles and Woodville getting together as we see Bruce Lindsay putting that ball forward. Morfitt in there desperately searching for it, but scouting beautifully was James, and he popped it through for his first. But what a great effort when you stop and think about it. The Eagles in 1991, newly formed side, to get this far has been a very big effort from them.
Well, John, you're never dead until you lie down. They're 6 goals down. Can they do that in the last 10 minutes of the game? I tend to think not. Certainly West Adelaide's playing well as McKinnon gets the ball up towards Carlson. He'll go straight through Geyer. Here's a chance now. Going through is Mellor, gets the handball out. Going through Carlson. Now it's Grimwood, not Grimwood, Grosser. Open goal, and that's it. 12th kick. Grosser boots his third. And finally, West Adelaide has put it beyond the Eagles with their 13th goal.
Well, it doesn't matter what you call him, whether it's Grimwood or Grosser, he got the goal. Barch once again was involved. Grosser thought about the handball, almost run down, but just got the boot to it in time to pick up his third. Let's have a look at it again. Oh, he wants the goal, the skipper. Had a quick look over the shoulder, figured he had enough time as Ronnie Fuller came bearing down. But that's a good goal, and yes, West Adelaide have overcome a very determined Eagles side today. No doubt they'll go into the preliminary final next week.
Good signs for the Bloods. They're finishing off well. Micken leaps high, but Negri won the tap down. Comes towards Totham. Here's Grosser on towards Micken. Up to half forward. Now Patterson lopes and takes it on his chest well. He's got 2 players loose. One Mellor, the other Fitzsimmons. Foot pass on now. Modra, long lead provided. Coming through is Schwarz. He's under pressure in defence. Here's a chance for Sean Blythe. Breaks the tackle, but pinned back well. Jars wide to Grosser, but a free kick found. And it goes to the Eagles. Peter Schwarz, the captain laid to rest.
Yes, he wouldn't be too well there either. Have a look here. You'll see Big Barch coming in. Schwarz goes to the ground with the ball and well hit with the knees up around the head.
Jason Spear on the outer side with some pace. Long kick now, Morford a chance, but body strength with Bruce Lindner. Play on the call. Here's Simon Byrne, clearing kick around the body. Up and under kick. Nearly the mark to Spear. Play on the call. Blythe scrambles a 20-metre kick to half forward, but it's jarred out of play.
Well, 22.5 minutes gone in the final term. Scott Morford still down there searching for that goal number 100. West Adelaide lead by 40 points.
Scotty Morford looking a little forlorn. Surely West Adelaide will give him his 100th goal at the 30-minute mark or something. Schwarz needs a runner. Spear can't find it. Wiedemann can't bust his way through the pack. And the umpire will come and ball it up on the half-forward right flank. 23 minutes gone in the final quarter, 13-16. Play 7-12. Even the strength of Wiedemann can't get through young McKinnon. Very strong young man too. Negri tries to fight his way through. Patterson's in there for the Bloods. Finally coming through is De Baez. Gets it out wider now for Clem. De Baez wanted it back in the double play but lost it. Oh, putting his head down was Totham. He lost it. Going through strongly, Gribble. Can't get it out. Philip Morris out wider still now. It's Schwarz, not Schwarz. Fuller gets it out to De Baez. Half forward line. Chance for Lindsay. Lindsay gets it out to Wiedemann. Oh, he left the football behind. Byrne bottles it up. Quickly in now is Lindsay. I think the Eagles want to lift and try to get Scotty Morford his 100th goal. They've got defenders coming up into attack and Neil Baum wants to find somewhere to hide. 24 minutes gone. He sees his season being kicked out the door. A very distressed coach. They just cannot take a trick all afternoon. In fact, the truth is West Adelaide simply have been too good. Neve try to get it back, but the run of Gribble will get it back now to Hogg, and West Adelaide come away once more.
Alan Hogg to half forward. Free kick found to the Eagles. The exuberant Paul Patterson up pretty early and high. And just wrapped up for Romano Negri. Here's Guy up towards half forward. The target Primke over the top Byrne. Loose ball in the pack, but umpire Harrison to separate play.
40 points the difference. We're coming up to the 25-minute mark or into time on of this final term. And West Adelaide going all the way a winner. The big interest lying in Scotty Morford. Let's hope for his sake and the Eagles he can get number 100.
The Bloods eyeing off a prelim final berth against South Adelaide. The kick to centre field. Loose ball. Here's Mellor, who's been effective. Sweeping hand pass taken on the bounce by Carlson. Long kick from the centre square. 1 out battle. Mickett at full forward. Pushed out by O'Dwyer. Play on the call though. He kicks to the grandstand side. Haylock can't find the football. Now he can. Hand pass was smothered. He's under pressure in defence. In the end he gets it across towards Lynch, who slaps it forward to Schwarz. Just keeps it in play. Here's Jason Spear. Drop punt to grandstand centre wing, but a poor kick. And it's marked by Dean Schumann. His 11th kick coming up. West lead by 40 points. Big lead. Long kick to 50. Numbers with the Eagles, but here's Mellor. Lovely work by Greg Mellor. He threads it towards goal, but just offline.
It's unfortunate for Greg Mellor. He did well. Plenty of skill wrapped up in the young man as he came in hard, bounced off the opponent and headed goalward. Unfortunately, it was just offline. Look at that lead. 41 points in favour of West Adelaide in the first semi-final. They'll go into the prelim next week against the South Adelaide side. But well done to the Eagles in their first year.
Yes, I jumped the gun a bit earlier, John. I said they'd go and play North in the final, but I suppose they've got to beat South first. But they've played extremely well. And the way they're playing, they'll certainly get into the grand final. South will have to lift their game from yesterday. Wiedemann, come on now, come on, Eagles. Can they actually get Scotty Moore for this last goal? Jason Spear puts it up. It's 1-on-1. Lindner against Morford. Oh, but in defence, it's Simon Byrne. And what a magnificent last quarter he's had. He's marked everything in sight, and he's taken them all one grab. Barch, the big fellow, thumps it out wide. Here's a chance now for Philip Morris. He can go all the way through the 50-metre mark, puts it on its way, but it's a tumble punt kick offline and only 1 point. And I think time is running out not only for the Eagles, but for Scotty Morford We've played 27 minutes.
Des O'Dwyer, 13-18, plays 7-12. The full-back for the Eagles. Favours the outer side. Tobias from the side, but Fitzsimmons a strong mark. He's an opportunist, but he's done many good things this afternoon at ground level. Shane Fitzsimmons. We can see here, took the right on Tobias, kick to the pocket, and it picks out a teammate in Sean Blythe, who's been used as a tanker this season, Robbo, but he's played pretty well this afternoon.
Yes, he has. He enjoys that extra bit of freedom. He's coming up for his 11th kick, and when you consider he's been often off the bench once or twice, he's also had 4 handballs, so 15 possessions, and he hasn't spent the whole game on the ground, so yeah, he's done well.
He's tucked away on the angle. 45 metres out, deliberate shot from Sean Blythe, looks pretty good. West stream forward, first goal to Blythe. The Bloods move to 14-18. The Eagles 7-12 at the 28-minute mark.
Yes, a 48-point lead at this stage is convincing. There we saw Fitzsimmons, after he'd taken that fine mark, popped it down into the pocket to where Sean Blythe had made position. He went back and put it on its way for his first goal. A 48-point lead by the Bloods, who are finishing this game on with run, is very encouraging for them going into the big final next week.
Certainly right, John. They've played very, very well indeed for the second week in a row. Their effort against Port Adelaide was first class last week. Here's a chance now for Fuller to get it out to James. Could be Morford's last chance. He's getting back in the pocket. He gets rid of Linda, or can he? Linda goes to the line and thumps it across. And once again, Morford is frustrated by the brilliance of Bruce Linda. He's played a sensational game in that back line. The first half had to be seen to be believed, the way he met the ball and rebounded from defence. Throw in the forward pocket. Here's a chance now for James. Can't get it clear. Hog in for West Adelaide, and they'll come and bounce the football.
Has he been your best, Robbo, Bruce Linda?
Well, Bruce Linda has played a magic game. He's quietened down a bit in the second half, but certainly in the first he was brilliant. 13 kicks and several of them big booming torpedoes, and he's had half a dozen handballs.
Here's a chance now. Tobias runs the gauntlet. Going through is Haylock. Haylock shoots and goals. Once again, Scotty Morford watches the ball go over his head. Haylock boots his first, but it's just a dying flutter from the Eagle. 8-12, they trail West Adelaide 14-18.
Well, the Eagles aren't going to lie down. Have a look at them working hard. The handball comes out over the top of Carlson, couldn't quite get it in. Haylock, with plenty of determination, got it onto the boot. As you say, Scott Morford there watching it go straight over his head. Pity it hadn't been off of his boot. But, well, the lead now is 42 points in favour of West Adelaide, and we've played 30 minutes.
Approaching full time in the first semi. Barch opposed to Negri. Here's Fitzsimmons with pace over the top. Carlson. Shepherd provided beautifully by Mellor. Carlson unloads from 50. Long kick, but offline. So West moves to 14-19. Eagles 8-12.
Carlson, one of those centre-line players, have been so important to the Bloods in the latter part of this season. But today, certainly in the first half, had their colours lowered by the Eagles, but have come back strong.
He's had 13 kicks. Negri in defence. The big fellow looking for a running player. That's his 9th mark, Negri. The crowd still angling, hoping against all hope that Morford will get his 100th. But Darren Barch, quite unconcerned, takes a courageous mark. Returns the ball towards the half-forward line. A lot of pushing and shoving. Well done there. Nice mark to Modra. He's already got 3. And the big fellow knows how to handle himself now there in the packs. Just the gentlest of pushes. Destroyed the Eagle defence. And he's got a chance from 40 metres out. His 8th kick. Tony Modra. The young man from Renmark puts it on its way, and that is home for all money. 4th goal. West Adelaide going their merry way. 15-19 to 8-12 in the mothball semi-final.
Well, there's no doubt about West Adelaide. They wore down a very determined Eagles side, but Barch, after that courageous mark, the pushing and the shoving, Tony Modra, eyes on the ball, strong hands, and goes back and kicks from just inside the 50-metre mark for his 4th goal. And West Adelaide finishing strong and full of run.
Jubilant Tony Modra. 49-point lead now to the Bloods at the 32-minute mark now of the final term. With carriage was Banfield. Barch, hurry kick to half forward. Now Miller, who's been exciting in this final term, lays off the hand pass to Carlson. Carlson from 40 metres out, and again offline.
Yes, and he's not happy about it either, if you can go by the expression on the face. But as I say, the blood's finishing full of run, and that is a terribly important sign, because there has been a pretty rugged affair out there today, especially in the first half.
So a 50-point lead now to West Adelaide. O'Dwyer to the grandstand side. Heavy bodywork. Carlson just keeps it in the bounds of play. No, he doesn't. So a boundary throw in, tucked away in the pocket. And there's the siren. So the finish of the Eagles for season 1991. But West Adelaide live to next week's prelim final against South Adelaide. Winners by 50 points. Great performance by the Bloods, 15-20, defeating the Eagles 8-12.